The Leaving Today podcast, the show about the news, history, and attractions of the Disneyland Resort.
Well, come on, Wendy. Let's go.
But where are we going?
To Neverland.
Neverland.
Hello. Welcome to the Leaving Today podcast, episode number 115. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, this afternoon, this morning, whenever you choose to be listening to us. We really do appreciate it. My name is Mark, one of the co-hosts here. Sitting across from me is the game changer herself, Jes.
Shouldn't you say one of the ghost hosts for the evening?
One of the ghost hosts for this evening. Actually, the ghost host, since we're at her place. It's Jes. Hey, Jes.
Hello.
And this foolish mortal over to my right, Udi, what's up, dude?
Good evening. I had to raise myself from the dead.
There you go. Thank you so much for joining us. Tonight's episode is going to be about the food in Critter Country and New Orleans Square and a few other things. If this is your first time joining us, thank you so much for listening. We really do appreciate it. We hope everything is satisfactual for you guys out
like
there.
it.
Okay. Because everything seems to be pretty satisfactual here. So we've got that going on. That's tonight's topic. If you would like to support this show, since tonight's show is brought to you by our lovely Patreon supporters, we got some gifts for you.
Woohoo!
And they are looking pretty good. So stay tuned for those. If you'd like to be part of the LTP family, you can go to leavingtodaypodcast.com, click on the Patreon link, and you can donate $5, $3, or $1, either one time or a monthly pledge. It all helps to get the show, keep it going, and we really do appreciate it, and we try to connect with you guys in different ways as well. Other than that, you can check out our shirts at tpublic.com and search for Leaving Today Podcast or LTP or Leaving Today. We also have them all on our site, which is leavingtodaypodcast.com. Other than that, yeah, thank you so much for joining us. We've got some good stuff tonight. Tonight's opening question.
Wait, Mark, before you do an opening question,
Yes.
I have a cocktail for you guys.
A what?
A cocktail.
Okay.
You know, things
Yes.
that we drink.
Yes.
Now, I am no bartender,
Okay.
and our bartender is not here this evening. So when you try them, just bear with me,
Okay.
because I was following instructions. Now, I will go with them. Mark, you rock the question.
Okay. Tonight's question, there's going to be a couple questions, but I was thinking about this one. The very first question was, since we're talking about restaurants in New Orleans Square and Critter Country, and coming from the latest news about Splash Mountain be getting the retheme to Princess and the Frog, hold on. We have just been presented with a spectacular display of drinks. We need to get a picture of these so we can put them online. Yeah?
It doesn't look too bad. I'm
No.
pleased with the color,
The color is like a dark purple, I'm thinking.
which goes with,
A Haunted Mansion theme.
and it is Mansion's birthday.
It is.
Today.
Yes, it is. We would be, yeah, we're going to get to that.
So, yes. So, this
Okay.
is what Jules had created, but I named. It's the Leota.
The Leota.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, there is and it's hard to see, but there's a dark maraschino cherry in the middle of the cup. So that, to me, represents, like, her. But when he makes it, it will look much better. So if you want another picture, Mark, you can go for it. But, yes, it is the Leota. So it is a twist on a French 75. So it's going to have the champagne or sparkling wine, gin, lemon juice. Then there is a hint of grenadine and blue carousel, which makes it the color that it is. It might be a little sweet. Again, I kind of might have jacked up the measurements, but we're going to go for it. And you don't get to see mine because it's in my fancy New Orleans cup. So it's going to be a little sweet. There's a lot of champagne in it, and I did put extra gin in it.
Okay, so we're going to try it?
Yeah.
Should we smell it first?
To me, it smells like champagne. I don't smell anything else. So there might
I don't smell anything else in here.
It just smells like champagne.
Yep.
Okay.
So we'll find out.
Here's our first sip.
It's not bad.
It. Yeah. Not too sweet.
Not too sweet?
No.
Because I was worried that I put too much grenadine in it.
No, it's actually
No.
very, very, very pleasant.
Pleasant?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Unlike Udi's concoction he made a couple shows ago, which I could not even handle that. I don't know.
The straight whiskey?
No, it was something else that I just said, this is not my speed, and you took it away from me immediately. And we were sitting over there, I think.
It was something like the
It was jet fuel.
it was like the jet fuel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was something similar to that.
Lightweight.
Oh, yeah. As Udi's drinking a White Claw, I might add, too.
Yeah. No, only because that was the only thing here.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. These are really good.
So anyway, yes. So
Okay, so we will put a picture of this on Instagram when we post a show.
yeah. So yeah, I figured this is something we can start doing more and more of is theming drinks wherever we're talking about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's a great idea.
So yes, Mark's looks darker than Udi's,
Yeah.
but it looks good.
Yeah.
Yay. All right.
Okay.
Feel better then.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if you're new to the show, yes, we do drink here, and we talk about it, and that's just kind of something that we do. All right. So again, tonight's question is, since we are talking about restaurants in New Orleans Square and Critter Country, and with the latest news about Tiana's Place, could we have an honest question answer about where do you think Tiana's Place, if they were to make a restaurant, would go in the park or outside the park? First off, do you think they need Tiana's Place on the Disney property?
Yes.
Okay, yes, Udi?
100%.
If yes, then we can continue with the question.
I'll put it this way. I don't see why not.
Sure.
Like, I'm not like, woohoo, we need it, but I'm also like, well, if they did it, I'll be like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm indifferent over it. Would be the right way to do it.
Yeah, indifferent. I have to
Okay.
see the menu first. But, no, I'm joking. I probably would have to see the menu. But where would it go? In the park? Outside the park?
In.
I only say outside the park because, the Rainforest Cafe location is pretty nice.
It's a
And-
great spot,
Mm-hmm.
but the theming wouldn't work.
Well, they could redo the theming for that.
Well, no, I just mean the placement. It just wouldn't work. It would need to be in the park, I feel like, for it to make sense. Across the street from Earl's Sandwich?
No.
I mean,
Okay.
come on.
But go ahead.
But just just a stone's throw away from Catal and Ralph
Yeah.
Brennan's Jazz Kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Well,
you-
then get rid of the Jazz Kitchen and put it there.
I would go. That is what I was.
Disney-
That is what I was
Disney own
thinking.
that restaurant?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Ralph
but
Brennan's.
But that, in my opinion, it would be better there.
Oh my
because of
gosh,
the
yes.
building itself they could do whatever they wanted with Rainforest and it would look just as good.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it'd be better down there. But I honestly, if you told me I have a choice of in the park or not at all,
Mm-hmm.
I would take not at all if they weren't going to put it in the park.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it needs to be in the park. With that small space that Critter Country is,
Mm-hmm.
with the lack of things that are there,
Mm-hmm.
if you're going to redo Splash, you might as well go all the way.
Okay.
So get rid of Hungry Bear.
Oh, okay. See, now
It's
this.
2 stories.
It
you
is.
have the room, and we don't need it. The food is shit.
Well, okay, look. Well, I don't agree wholeheartedly with the food
Yeah.
being
No.
that way.
No.
Okay, but
I don't
It's
eat
like
it.
Tomorrowland Terrace. It's the same thing.
No.
You could blow that up, and I
No.
wouldn't care.
I agree about Tomorrowland
Yeah.
Terrace, for
Right.
sure.
But see, that's how I think Hungry Bear is.
I think it's different.
Yeah.
I'll go this far. I would rather eat at Galaxy's Edge than Hungry Bear.
Okay.
I would too, because
But
the
coming
food is
from
better.
me,
Yeah.
that's
Why?
a lot. Did you want a coaster? Is that what you're looking
Yeah.
for?
No. I'm
Okay,
like making
continue.
rings, and I don't want to do that. Your coffee table.
Okay, well, see about that, and then we're gonna get to this with the food. To me, Hungry Bear is kind of iconic.
I agree, and where it is in the park, it would be. the argument then becomes, if you're gonna go, you got, like Jess said, you got to go like full tilt. That means it's got to go. They got to retheme
I guess if
everything.
we're going all the way, we might as well go all the way.
Yeah.
Oh, we are gone. We have gone all the way.
Yeah.
We've got Haunted Mansion coasters here, and mine says, "Here lies good old Fred. A great big rock fell on his head." Okay, rest in peace.
And mine is, "Dear departed brother Dave, he chased a bear into a cave." Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
What about yours?
Oh,
you don't have
mine's
one.
in my room,
Yep.
but the other one is it's something to do with Leota, which is fitting.
Okay.
So mine are monkeys.
Monkeys.
Yep.
So we're back to okay. We're talking about replacing Tiana's Place. Hungry Bear Restaurant with Tiana's Place.
You would, but the it would have to be everything. Then you wind up. Then you would become a full on. Then it would be beyond a retheme of Splash at that point. Then you're going to go like you're in theory. Then you're in essence redoing the entire thing and extending New Orleans.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
No, and I wouldn't necessarily object to that, but that is what we're doing.
But if you keep Pooh in Pooh's Corner,
But why would you?
why wouldn't they? They've done weird things.
No, I agree. But my point is, hey, if you're, I'm using your rationale. If they're gonna go and go
Yes.
big.
Go big.
And then if you do that, then Pooh in that corner.
I would go as far as changing the canoes and making them alligators, and then you ride those
Oh yeah, there you go.
because they do that in
Yeah.
that. But I just feel like it's fitting. The only other thing, which is it would never happen, and it's so far fetched, and it's not. I mean, it's possible, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you do a Tiana's Place, but it's like a nighttime. It's only nighttime only. Let's say it's dinner or breakfast. Dinner, breakfast, not during like we're saying from like 6 to close, or from 8 in the morning till 10. And then the rest of the time, it's what it normally is. It's reservations only, and it's for like Phantasmic seating or things like that, or fireworks. And you do dining on the Mark Twain because that fits perfectly.
But don't they use Phantasmic?
They do.
The Mark
No,
Twain.
you'd be done before. Well, okay, it wouldn't be until 10. From 5 to the first show's at 9:27 or 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not probable and it doesn't make sense. But it would be like a dining where it's a prefix menu where you order, just like you do with the other shows.
Sure.
And so you know what you're getting, and then they put tables, on the 3 decks,
Yes.
and you go around the Mark Twain, or they park it in the back, and you have this dinner, Tiana's there, or things like that, and make it like a character kind of experience. It would work. It doesn't make sense, but it would work, and that would be theming it and still keeping your Hungry Bear, and not having to retheme your entire Critter Country. Because that on the Mark Twain, because her boat or her restaurant looks like a ship.
Yeah, it does. It's shaped after a paddle wheel. Yep.
Exactly.
Um,
So
I like that
again,
idea a lot.
It's not possible.
Well,
but
it's-
it would be cool.
there was a time when they did serve mint juleps from the Mark Twain, and you could sip them while you're cruising around the rivers of
I
America.
can see that. I almost made mint juleps tonight, but
Oh.
then I thought we might as well just make something new.
So it's possible that they could. I'm just, I'm trying to think of do I think it's an awesome idea? I do. Do I think litter would end up in the rivers of America? Probably. People would throw their stuff in there.
It doesn't surprise. I mean, it would. Now Udi's wheels are turning.
I mean, it's a great idea, but how much time do they need to have that thing done and ready for the show?
For the Mark Twain,
Yeah.
they're getting that ready. They can get that ready the entire show
Yep.
of Phantasmic, because you think about it, they pull it off. They pull that boat off. They out of the dock where they park it on the side sometimes, and that goes and sits in the back where you can't see it because that's where they load up all the characters for the end. But that's at the end. That's a 30-minute-ish,
Yep.
like little less shy of 30 minutes. You have that 30 minutes to get that ready. If you stop dinner at 8:30, you have an hour to get that ready, move the tables and things like that. And technically, you wouldn't even have to really move all of the tables, off of it completely. You could put them in the back, because if you think about the way that the Mark Twain comes around, you could have them all kind of in the back. Yeah, you can kind of see it, but it's dark. There's nobody on that left side of that boat ever because they're all on that front side. And as it comes around the river, it goes around, and that's it. So you'd see it coming in and then going out. You'd see a little bit, but if it's dark, you could even put black drapes up on that side, and you don't see it, and it would just blend in with the night.
Are you ready for what I'm thinking?
Sure. Pirate themed dinner
No,
on the Columbia.
No,
Oh.
that would be fun. But why don't they could, if they're going to go, okay? So here we go. Hungry Bear, make it go away, okay?
Okay.
Make it Tiana's place, okay? Now, we then move the dock and docking of the Twain over there. So they mirror each other. So you'll have Tiana's and the paddleboat and the Mark Twain there. Then you move, then in that way you could move the canoes right to where Mark Twain is, and then that matches with Frontierland. And then therefore
That's where it should have been in the first place.
I agree. But then you do that, and then there you go. And then everything then fits in place. You can leave the Columbia where it lies. You can move the Mark Twain over, and then that marries with that if you do a full retheme. And then you could do a dinner package back and forth. You could be like, hey, we're going to be here. Or if you want to, you can have dinner on the Mark Twain. And it wouldn't have to be a massive undertaking every time.
But the only problem with, and that would be, and now I'm going like technical, is where you load with the canoes. You couldn't park the Mark Twain there and continue.
It would have to go further down. Yeah.
And continue to operate the Columbia because it would take up too much space that they couldn't pass each other.
All they have to do is shift things back and back. So they could, in theory, why can't I think of the harbor?
Fowler's Harbor?
Fowler's Harbor.
Never remember that place's
Yeah.
name.
Oh,
Can never do it.
it's Fowler's Harbor.
Yeah.
Sure.
There are things.
Hi, little friend. Are you going to podcast with us?
I think they could move it. There is enough area there where they could move things around. You could move. You could move where they load up for the Pirates Island or whatever. What is it called now? Tom Sawyer's.
Pirate's Lair.
Pirate's Lair.
Yeah. You could move that. You could move all that over and get all that done. So,
you could.
In my mind, like, hey, man, if they're going to go, then freaking go. You know, anything less would be half-assed, and I'm like, no. So
if
either
they're going to do it, they're going to do it.
right.
But I think that it would work. I would be, and everybody's going to hate me, I would be okay with getting rid of Critter Country.
Because
at this point,
yeah.
I don't care.
No,
If you're getting rid of Splash,
Right.
there is no Critter Country.
we
Right.
said that already. We're all in
There's no-
agreement. Yeah, we all agree with that.
No, leave him alone.
But
We
is
all agree with that.
Is there room? I mean, if you're going to get rid of it, isn't there room back, like in Pooh's Corner, to make Tiana's place?
No,
No.
absolutely not.
Nothing?
I mean, they could.
No,
It would be, but then again, we are now going back into backstage areas.
Okay, so yeah, I guess I take it back. I don't think there is room in Pooh's Corner
No.
for that. But we're talking about iconic restaurants. I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess we'll talk about this more when we go into the restaurants of New Orleans Square. But what's more of an iconic restaurant to you, the French Market or Hungry Bear?
Ooh,
The French Market.
You think so?
I don't know.
Yes.
They both have their.
I just don't like it.
No, I know, I get that, but I mean, okay, go away from the food and think about locale and
Yeah.
ambiance and where we are.
They have a bandstand there already
Yep.
for live music, which would be good for Tiana's place. It's close to the where you get the beignets
Yep.
and the mint juleps. Oh, so what are your thoughts about them putting it there?
No, you'd have to redesign the entire building.
Yep.
Well, they have to redesign Hungry Bear because
Well, that's fine, but that's still at least 2-story. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna. And
Well,
I don't know
and
why
then-
I
and
keep
then-
going back to a 2-story, but I feel like it needs to be a vibe of a paddle boat of the Mark
Sure.
Twain. It needs to be so.
Yes, it
You
does.
would have to redo that entire building, and to me, that building is more iconic and worth more to me personally than the Hungry Bear. So for them to tear that down and redo that entire thing,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be okay with it.
Okay.
I'm feisty tonight.
You are.
It's the Leota.
It's the-
It's the Leota.
How many? You've only had one.
I haven't even had one. This is
Okay,
the first,
then-
but I've had
then
2
I'm
White
gonna-
Claws, no laws. What up?
Oh my God.
I know.
Enough with the PWT. Please.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
You'll have to text it to me later.
You're both of Caucasian,
Uh-huh.
so that would be the W part.
Oh, yeah, I got
White,
that.
yeah.
But I don't get
Okay.
the P and the T.
For all you people out there who hear that, please let them know. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait.
I'm going to Google it.
How many people know? But anyway,
Anyways, I'll Google it, Mark. I'll text you.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I guess we don't really have an answer except that Jess is going for Hungry Bear. Udi's indifferent, except he had. Well, actually, Jess's idea about the Mark Twain was interesting.
Oh, you stop it. Get out of here.
It's feasible. What happened?
I Googled what it meant.
What does it mean? Show me.
What does
No,
the
no,
garbage
show-
man pick up?
show her. Show her.
Trash.
Show him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And if you're not rich, you're...
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha.
See, we could play password.
Yes, we can.
Jesus. Lord have mercy. Okay. Cut. Check. Moving on.
Anyway, okay. So, but that, again, I'll go back. I think it'd be cool if they put it there or if they put it in Downtown Disney. I wouldn't care either way.
I would.
No, I know
wouldn't
you
go.
would.
I wouldn't go if it was in
Yeah,
Downtown
you
Disney.
would. I
No.
call BS. No, I call BS. I think you would.
There's no connection.
No, but you would argue.
Listen, we can do a whole
You'd be
episode on
angry.
this.
No, you'd be like dragging your heels, but eventually you'd be walking by. They'd
The
be hitting.
only
No, they'd be
reason
hitting
I
with the
would
jazz
go-
music. You'd
No.
be going, and you'd be like,
The other way that I would go is if they had the same Caesar salad as Rainforest.
Okay, then done. I bet you if they did that.
You're going to write them and ask them? Okay. Anyways, moving
Well,
on.
I'm not even talking about them putting it into that building, though.
It just doesn't need to be in Downtown Disney.
Okay.
Downtown Disney doesn't have enough. If downtown, we're going to just keep going.
No, it's fine.
If Downtown Disney had more Disney themed restaurants, I'd be down for it. Like if Goofy's Kitchen, they should put Goofy's Kitchen into Rainforest
I
and
agree.
make more space.
Oh my God, that would be great.
Now I get that it's a kind of like a centerpiece to the like Disneyland Hotel. They could that would be great. Great. Plenty of space. They'd fill up constantly. And then you could, even if they still made it a buffet, you have 2 stories, so you have the same buffet up and down. Done. And that would work. But if there were more Disney-themed restaurants, not breweries. Now, granted, if it was in Downtown Disney, you could have mint juleps, alcoholic beverages, things like that, where they would make more money. The revenue would be better. But I also believe that the people that they would employ are not going to be the same as the cast members that work in the park. I feel like you wouldn't get the same experience because they work for Disney, but they're not Disneyland cast members. So I feel like you wouldn't get that full experience and be fully immersed. I also don't believe that they would have characters walking around in something like that because it's it's on property, but it's not. So I feel like it. Am I making sense?
Yep.
Okay, I'm done then. I'm gonna stop.
No, you're
I'm gonna
right.
stop while I'm ahead.
No, I mean, I think you make a really good point about it not being in Downtown Disney. I just thought that with the open space and it being close to Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen, that it might fit in there. But
It would.
But theming wise, yeah, it's 100% better into Critter Country. I just don't want to get rid of Hungry Bear.
You could put it in Galaxy's Edge, and I'd like it better.
Oh,
In Downtown Disney.
Okay. Well, that's definitely not going to happen. Okay. All right. So we have our news and 101. But wait a minute. What's this? Before we even get to that, we're going to do a little old school LTP action right now. But we've got the Disneyland Book of Lists. Where did this come from?
What?
What?
Who told you to do that?
A little bird.
Little birdie?
Yeah.
Was that birdie's name Jose?
Tweet.
It
tweet,
was-
Tweet. 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 Yep.
Okay. It does.
Bam, 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 bam.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
11 plaques in Disneyland?
11 plaques?
Yes.
Like on your teeth?
Yes. There are hundreds of signs throughout the park announcing locations, directions, safety guidelines, and more. But there are also a few prominently placed plaques, often made of metal and cast with important quotes or historical information. Decorative plaques with a few or no words are also found in the park. There are 11 of these.
Okay.
Can we name all 11?
Okay, well, that's easy.
Oh, you think so?
We got the first one.
Which is what?
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. The plaques under the
That-
train tracks.
yeah.
And where is that?
Main Street? I mean, it's in the promenade. The entrance. I'm like, I don't know what I would call it.
Yeah.
The entrance?
I'm sorry, not the to all who come to this happy place. I'm so sorry. Can
No,
I
I know-
rephrase that?
I know what you
Here you
mean.
leave today
Yeah.
and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy.
Yes.
That's what I meant. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I was just spitting
hence
out
our-
Walt's speech.
Hence our namesake. Our namesake.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that is right. The entrance above the tunnel leading to Town Square. Here you leave
And-
today and into the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy.
Okay.
We have the hub.
And then, well, don't go too far. You
Okay.
got to hit the flagpole
Okay. Yep.
because there's a plaque at the flagpole.
Yep.
What does it say? Couldn't tell you.
Yep.
But I know there's a plaque in front of the flagpole.
Mm-hmm.
Does he list it?
Yes, he does. Town Square at the base of the flagpole.
Thank you.
Walt Disney's famous welcome speech.
I thought
delivered-
that's what it was.
Yep. So you've got 2 out of the 11 so far.
Okay. Now, would you call that a plaque on the hub though, on the partner statue?
Mm-hmm.
You would.
You would.
Okay.
I would. Yeah.
Because I mean I know it's there,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm thinking like a plaque, like something you like look down and read. Okay. That's 3.
Yep. Hub at the base of the partner statue. I think most of all, what I want Disneyland to be is a happy place where parents and children can have fun together. Walt Disney. Okay, so that's 3 out of 11. We got 8 to go.
In front of Tomorrowland.
In front of Tomorrowland, yes.
Then there is the one in front of Frontierland.
Yeah. On the on the rock or
Yep.
whatever.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay, so hold on. Tomorrowland at the entrance, Walt Disney's Tomorrowland, dedicated July 17th, 1955 on this plaque. Okay, and then
Yep.
you said what else?
Frontierland.
Where in Frontierland?
It's in like when you go through the gate, like what would you call them gates? The wooden gates.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the fort. Yeah,
Yeah, go through the fort. It's right there in the front.
Yes.
I only know that because I've done circular flow many times.
Yep. And then isn't there one?
That's 4, right, Mark?
That is 4.
Isn't there one by the Halloween
fine.
tree or?
There is one by the Halloween tree,
Right.
Frontierland. So
Yeah.
there's 2 in Frontierland.
Yep.
At the flagpole. And then Frontierland at Silver Spur Supply's Halloween tree during Halloween time. This plaque identifies the stately oak as Ray Bradbury's symbol for the holiday.
I love Ray Bradbury.
Yes.
I know that it's not right, but I keep. Isn't there one in front of the castle, or I feel like there's something in front of the castle that states that what's it called with a family, like when a family crest?
Yes.
Isn't there a plaque? I want to say it's in front of the castle, but I could be wrong. I could be thinking that I've read that somewhere else.
Well, you are sort of correct.
Okay, well, hang on. Then it's in what is now a Christmas shop, but it used to be that sword shop, right?
Mm-hmm.
To the right, once you go through the castle. Is that where it's
Well,
at? Is that where I read it?
You are right about there one being at the castle, but
That's not the family crest one in front of the castle?
no. No, it is not. But you're right with it being there.
I know. I guess I can remember being there. I just don't remember what it says.
Right.
What does it say?
Okay, hub in front of Sleeping Beauty Castle. This plaque describes the Disneyland 40th anniversary time castle.
No
time
shit.
castle
I knew that. I was there when they
Very-
put it in.
Beneath the spot in 1995.
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, you were there in 95. Okay, so
I mean, I wasn't working there in case
Oh.
you were worried.
Yeah.
They don't have child labor. It's fine. That's 5.
let's see. You've got
2
1,
in Frontierland.
2, 3,
Is that 5 or 6?
4, 5,
It's 5.
6. You have
6.
6.
Booty, don't cheat.
I'm not.
He's not.
Toontown.
Hold on. Let's see.
No, I changed my mind. I take it back. I'm thinking the countdown clock. Don't take it back.
Right, there is no Toontown plaque.
No, I take it back.
Okay. The listeners at home or on the car going, dang it, you guys, there's this one, there's this one, there's this one. Does anyone know? This is the mystery.
Can I have a land?
You can go, there's, let's see. Fantasyland has one,
Huh?
Yeah.
and Tomorrowland has another one.
Near the rock? Near the...
The Rock. Oh, you're talking about Sword in the
yeah,
Stone.
yeah.
Oh, that?
Isn't there one there?
Yeah.
Yep.
There is, but that might not be
A plaque?
considered a plaque.
No, that's not considered a plaque. No, there is one. It's by an attraction that Udi loves.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. It's the dedication to the Small World.
Yes, you're correct on that
Yeah.
one.
It's the big one. It's like a big ass plaque in front.
Yep.
Right before, like you don't, it's here, but the queue goes this way. It's right in front.
Okay.
And I think it says something. It might even say something about Kodak, because Kodak is what sponsored at the beginning, I believe.
It is in front of It's a Small World. Roy E. Disney's 1989 quote honoring the silver anniversary of the attraction's first voyage on April 22nd, 1964.
Something about Kodak.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's there.
So we got the two Frontierland ones taken care of. We have the hub. We have Fantasyland. We have the entrance. We are missing... Oh, we have the hub in front of Sleeping Beauty Castle. We are missing one more in Tomorrowland.
Okay. Hang on, Tomorrowland. Let's go there, Udi. Let's go to Tomorrowland. I need to get a book like this so that I can do this to you guys.
The submarine plaque? Isn't there one there?
You're close. You're very, very, very close to where.
Isn't there? Wait, no, you said Tomorrowland.
I did, and this is correct.
Autopia?
No. Why would you think it was the submarine one?
No, the monorail.
The monorail.
Yeah, it has something to do with the monorail station, isn't there?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
There's a plaque talking about the monorail.
When you're going in or coming out, like if you were leaving the park or entering the park.
Entering.
And you'd be loading from Tomorrowland.
Right.
Loading from Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're walking
It's
up
there.
the side.
Yep.
To your left.
The American Society of Mechanical Engineers put their detailed designation of Disneyland monorail system as a historical mechanical engineering landmark.
Okay. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Now there are two more. Yeah, there are two more. One I have a picture of, and Udi stood right next to me as I took it. I do know that for sure.
Isn't there one in front of the Matterhorn?
There is not. There are the paw prints.
Oh, it's the paw prints I'm
Yeah.
thinking of.
But one in Tomorrowland that Udi was standing right next to me.
Oh, there's another one in Tomorrowland?
No, I'm sorry. New Orleans Square. What is it? What could it be? I wonder.
They don't count the pirate plaque.
They do.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
See, I wouldn't count that.
That one right when you go in?
Yeah, right by the
Right by the
water,
fountain.
the
Okay,
fountain.
yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
Because, see, I wouldn't have counted that as a
I wouldn't have either.
plaque.
Yeah.
But it is a piece of metal with writing on it.
It is a plaque. It fits that
See, yeah, I would not have counted that. But, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And one more is in New Orleans Square, and this one's a little odd.
Club 33.
No.
That's a plaque. It's
You're right.
metal.
It is a plaque.
And it has 33 on it.
That is true.
It is a plaque. Who's the author? I'm going to write him a letter.
Well, he's friend of the show, Chris Trotter.
Thank you. I know that. I just wanted you to say his name.
Where is it? I wonder. Anyone know where the last plaque is in New Orleans Square?
Walt Disney Family Museum?
What?
No, the apartment.
Oh, that? No, this is in New Orleans Square.
The apartment's in New Orleans Square. The family apartment.
Oh,
Above Pirates.
the family one. Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. No, it isn't that.
I was kidding. Walt Disney Film Museum is definitely in San Francisco.
Yes,
It's
it is.
Not what I meant.
So,
I have no idea. Give me a clue. Give me the first letter of what it's near.
New Orleans Square, along the walkway of Rivers of America.
What?
I was reading to you historical facts about the
Mark Twain?
anchor have been placed.
Oh.
Oh.
It's the. Oh, wait. No.
Yeah.
No. I'm thinking something else.
No.
Of that petrified tree?
I was
Yeah.
thinking there's a plaque in front of
There
the
is,
petrified
right?
tree.
Yeah, see, this is why I think he might be wrong, because I know there's one there as well.
Excuse me. Continue.
Okay.
Go ahead, Udi.
Yeah,
You
no,
can take
and
your
then
guess.
that is the one I thought.
Well,
By
you
the
didn't say it.
Petrified tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was fun.
What is the other one, though, Mark? Where's,
No, you guys got 11. You guys got them all.
What was the last one?
That one.
The petrified tree?
No, it says New Orleans Square, along the walkway of Rivers of America, historical facts about the anchor have been placed here. Is there a big anchor that's there? I don't remember sitting.
The rest of the story can be found on the plaque. The plaque. Did you hear that? The plaque.
The plaque.
Inscribed, which reads, Petrified Tree from the Pike Petrified Forest, Colorado. This section weighs 5 tons and measures 7.5 feet in diameter. The original tree, estimated to have been 200 feet tall, was part of... Wow, that's a lot of writing on this plaque in front of this tree.
It's a
Was a
big
part of
tree.
a subtropical forest 55 to 70 million years ago in what is now Colorado. Scientists believed it to be of the redwood of sequoia species during some prehistoric era. Blah 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 blah
Okay.
blah blah by Mrs. Walt Disney.
Okay.
Presented to Disneyland. Oh, she presented it to Disneyland. He gave it to her.
Yeah, as an
she gave
anniversary
it to the
gift.
park.
Yeah.
September 1957. That's a lot on that, and that is a plaque. But here's the question, Mark.
Yeah.
When was that book made?
2015.
Because in the original photo with Walt and Lillian, it's a sign.
Oh, it's a sign.
It is not a plaque.
Okay.
Now, it is a plaque.
Gotcha.
So we would have to look into when they took it from a sign
Oh, yes. You're right.
and turned it into a plaque.
It is definitely a plaque. It is.
Now.
It is of the plaque category.
Yes. So that might be why he didn't include it.
Yes.
I mean, what if they did this in 2017? But I feel like that plaque is much older.
I do too.
I have a feeling it has been around a
I've got a
while. Yeah,
feeling.
it's been there a while.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, cut.
All
Check.
right. We
Moving on.
will be visiting more of the Disneyland Book of Lists.
We're gonna need to write him and ask him to write another,
Yes.
or he could do a LTP book of lists.
You know what? For those of you just tuning in to the LTP, and thank you so much for still saying we actually haven't got to the show yet. We actually had Chris Strader on early on. And he actually was a really good guest. It's probably time we have him back on again. Yeah, so we could probably do that, and hopefully there's
That'd
maybe
be fun.
yeah, maybe there's an update with that.
Yes.
Okay,
Didn't he have another book that came out?
it's the encyclopedia.
Did you get that one?
Yes, I have it.
You
I think you have it too. Or what? Oh, 13 has it.
13 has it.
Yeah. Yep, I've got it.
I don't. I need to up my Disney book game.
Yes, you do, but you do have the important ones. You've got Marcy's in there.
I do, and the cat keeps knocking it over, so I finally just moved it because I
Okay.
usually have it as the centerpiece so you can display it.
Yes.
And then that little rat that's running around here likes to knock it over, and it's too good of a book. And it was a birthday gift for Mark, and Marcy signed it. So
That's right.
I have to keep it in mint
You
condition.
do. It's worth money now.
It is about 17 grand.
Yeah. Ooh, you know what? She has a new book coming out,
I cannot wait.
and she will be on our show. I guarantee that. She's a friend of the show.
We
Yep.
should have her come to the house.
Or we go there.
Or we go there and do a live YouTube video, like do a YouTube episode where we
Oh.
can actually see, everyone can see Marcy because Marcy's like me. We get very passionate and it shows in our faces. And that would be really fun. And I guarantee she'll make me cry again. And if
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
the listeners want to see that, it's a sight to see.
Yep.
There's only been 2 people that have made me cry on the show, right?
Yeah.
Dan and Marcy.
Dan made me cry too.
He made Udi cry too.
No, he didn't make me
Oh,
cry.
you shut your little mouth.
Oh, Udi was eating an onion sandwich.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He had asked me to get one from the
Thank
fridge.
you.
Yeah.
I want clarification.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
you.
right. That makes sense now.
But again, listeners, what I was going to say is that we do from time to time have these cool things that we do put together. Like a couple years ago, we did put together as Jess mentioned, the Walt Disney Family Museum trip, and that was just an incredible
So much fun.
day, like accumulation of a bunch of hard work and of having not only awesome, incredible historian Michael Bowling, but we also had Marcy Smothers out there, and
then our listeners.
Yeah, our listeners showed up, and it was just you don't get those two people together very often, or at all.
And that was so incredible to have both of them there. What an experience!
Yeah, so hopefully we can do that again. I think Marcy will always be down for that sort of thing. She's like I said, she's one of our people. And last time we were at the park, two times ago we were at the park. Udi and I we coordinated with meeting her and sat down with her and had a nice conversation off the record about things.
Yep.
Great time. Anyways, all right. Let's get to the news. All right.
You listen to me now. You are talking about things that you do not understand.
All right. Tonight's news. Gosh, I almost said tonight's news is brought to you by, but it's not. It's brought to you by the Patreon supporters. Anyways, first news item. Tom Hanks in talks to portray Geppetto in live-action Pinocchio.
Freaking awesome.
Okay, I'm guessing Jess likes that. Okay.
Freaking awesome.
Actor Tom Hanks. That's not to be confused.
Who is that?
He's an actor. Tom Hanks.
Oh.
Yeah, he may or may not be portraying Geppetto in Disney's live-action Pinocchio. It seems as if Tom Hanks has expressed his interest in the role to director Robert Zemeckis after reviewing the movie script. Okay, he also worked with him on Forrest Gump, The Polar Express, and Castaway. Yeah, Tom Hanks is a Disney guy. Yeah, you have a question, Jess?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No, it's more of a statement.
Yeah, okay.
This movie would only work if you get a badass Stromboli. It's the only way that movie would work. The Pinocchio would have to be good.
Who would it be then?
Stromboli?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Isn't that like an Italian dish?
Chris Farley?
Oh, you went there.
Why? Really?
It's not too soon. It's not too soon. No,
But,
it would have to be somebody. I couldn't even tell you, but that's where I'm going with this, is that you would have to have such a strong villain.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't go off and get like a
Will Smith.
or like a. So when I say this, the only reason I say this is because he is one of my favorite actors when it comes to playing a villain. You couldn't go off and get like a Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon as a villain is scary, and he plays the part great
Very
every
well.
time.
Very
But
well.
he would not be a Stromboli.
No.
Was he a villain in Footloose?
River Wild.
Okay.
You watch him in River Wild, he is freaking incredible.
He's demented. It's pretty
It's
good.
disgusting,
Yeah.
and it's not, the word disgusting makes it sound like it's like vulgar and it's awful, but he plays that part so well. But that's my point, is that you'd have to get somebody that's so strong that you can have that hatred for that person, but they also have to have that look, which is a giant person,
Yeah.
a very large man.
Yep.
The Rock.
No, he couldn't play evil.
He couldn't play evil. So you would need to have. That's where they're going to struggle, is to find somebody that can be like a Stromboli. Pinocchio is easy. You can find some little kid that's cute and that can play the role. That's not a problem. You'd also need a great. Well, and when I say this, I take it back as my thought process. Jiminy Cricket, they would do CGI, because I
Yeah.
would hope they'd still make him a cricket.
Yeah.
What about
Way
Lampwick?
better.
Yeah.
Silly.
But you'd have to have the Strombolis were my
Honest
No,
John?
I'm with
Honest
you.
John's a fox,
no,
right?
I'm with you on.
Yeah, but you could easily do the makeup and like kind of make it a person, but like like an animal.
Dude, you know who would have been a good one?
For who?
Stromboli. Now, follow me on it.
Okay.
Robin Williams.
No.
No,
Absolutely not.
no. Think about it. No, think about it.
Oh, he's played creepy guys before.
Yeah.
Where?
What was that one movie? He played like kind of a. He was kind of mentally.
Listen, you can say Robin Williams, but I can't say Chris Farley. Robin Williams is too soon
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
because he's dead, and so is Chris Farley. You know.
Yeah, but-
Dead.
Anyway, moving on.
Okay.
You really think? What? I need to know the movie so I can watch it.
Okay, hold on. Let me find it.
It was when he was a villain. He was. It was in Alaska, right? And it didn't get dark.
Oh, the vampire one?
No.
No.
No. hold on.
There's that, and also he was in a movie called 1 Hour Photo.
Yep, that one. That one, he was like this weird, off kind of guy that it was.
Because he could do the accent.
He
and I do
he
agree
didn't
with
mean
that.
harm in 1 Hour Photo. He just was very creepy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very odd. Yeah, you gotta check that movie out. 1 Hour Photo.
Like
But
the guy that does Stromboli and Geppetto
uh-huh.
was decent,
Okay.
but they picked him because he could sing and had pipes on him.
Oh.
Because in that movie he sings. Because Drew Carey was Geppetto, so I mean it worked. And Usher was the ringleader in Pleasure Island.
Yeah, I'm not doing any of that.
Oh, baby, you're missing out.
Really, am I?
Oh, I love Usher, so I mean that's just like I'm a sucker for that
How come every song Usher has, he has to say his name in it?
because he's like
Is
Lil
the
Jon.
Night Listener? Was it that one? I think it was that one.
No. I mean, about the, with him?
Yeah.
No, it's something like with nights in it, like Endless Night or something nights.
The Night Listener. That's what he said.
Did you say night listener?
Night Listener.
Insomnia?
No,
No.
yes. Yeah, that's what it was.
It was Insomnia.
Yes, Insomnia. So that takes place in Alaska. What's the synopsis of that movie?
Okay, hold on. Let me bring it up. 2 Los Angeles homicide detectives are dispatched to a northern town where the sun doesn't set to investigate the
Yes.
methodical murder of a local teen. And he was the murderer.
Yes, he was creepy in that.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. Okay.
It's worth watching.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah.
And the reason why is because it has that level of like, okay, of evil and powerful evil. And I
Okay.
think he could have done it. I think he could have done it. Because you look at Robin Williams, you're going to be like, oh, you know, Genie and blah, 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 and Mork. And then he would come up with that kind of performance. You'd be like, whoa.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah.
Same with 1 Hour Photo. He's
Yeah.
like, this is creepy.
Yeah,
this guy.
he was very, very creepy in that one. But in Insomnia, he was like
See, I
twisted.
don't think I could watch those because I don't want to ruin my Robin.
No,
Williams.
but the thing is that is on you, though. Because,
But it's
yeah.
he plays the part well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. Is this movie because Geppetto isn't in it a lot? Tom Hanks will be in it, but he's not going to carry that movie. Neither is Stromboli. The kid
No.
is going to carry this
Yeah.
movie along with whoever voices Jiminy Cricket. But Stromboli is a strong villain, and you're going to need to have a strong actor to portray that.
Yeah.
You can't go with like Johnny Depp or
I think Depp's done,
yeah, sadly.
sadly.
He shouldn't be, but I'm going to...
Yeah, what's her
Right.
face is the new
Amber Heard? Don't even get me... No. Have you... No, because...
the
okay.
main chick, Margot Robbie.
No. But I'm going with why he's quote-unquote done.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Amber Heard, his ex-wife.
Yeah.
It's all
Oh, they
from-
got married? Or they got divorced?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that
'cause
is the
she
whole
said
thing.
he was beating her.
Yeah, and then turns out to be that she was beating him, and she admitted it. So I feel bad for him. He is not... Okay, I followed it because I'm like, okay, not my freaking Captain Jack, man. Come on. Are you really that bad of a person? Let me find out. And what his basic come out is like, is he that bad? No.
No.
Is he a wife beater? No. But is he kind of scummy? Yeah, he kind of is.
Well, yeah, of
kind of a
course he is.
druggie and a drunk, and I'm like,
He's
okay,
like
well...
Robert Downey Jr., but Robert Downey Jr. got his shit together.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. And then, yeah. So were they a bad couple? Yeah.
Yes.
And did they bring out the worst in each other? Oh, hell yeah. But did he deserve to be canceled and removed from everything? No, I don't think so.
Absolutely not.
No, if you want to come down to brass tacks and go it, he turned out to be your average Hollywood kind of scumbag. Yeah.
Brad Pitt? Could Brad Pitt play Stromboli?
Ooh, that would be good. I would
Just
buy
because
into
you
that
said
one.
Hollywood, and my head went to the Hollywood. Him and oh my
Kevin
gosh.
Spacey could be a good one.
Nope.
No.
Never going to watch anything with Kevin Spacey in it ever again.
Really?
Yeah.
Disney
Okay.
wouldn't hire him.
I know, I'm joking.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yep.
Brad Pitt might not be a bad Stromboli.
I think he could do it too.
That's such a great movie.
Yep.
It's a phenomenal film, and I love the ending.
Yeah.
So, anyways, now that I've gone on
I
my
love
rant,
Tarantino, anyways. But we'll get to that. That's wait, this is not bad or bad, is it?
No,
Okay.
and I'll go on Tarantino. His new stuff is lame. His old stuff is way better.
His Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was his last movie.
Yeah, it was okay, but I'm like, I mean, his old like Reservoir Dogs and freaking Inglorious Bastards. That and Pulp Fiction, that is Tarantino. Now Hateful Eight, and that you're like,
How about
Oh,
the
no, wait, Hateful Eight?
Grindhouse? Do you like that stuff?
yeah, but that was him on, I think, the end of it, and it wasn't all him. Yeah.
Okay. We are so off track. All right.
Bring it back.
Next news item: Disney theme parks forecast to take $2 billion hit. Report says they just report Q2 earnings. Disney's theme park division is forecast to report a $2 billion quarterly loss as its fiscal third quarter compared to a $1.7 billion profit a year earlier. One of the biggest announcements from Disney's previous earnings call was the official reopening of Shanghai Disneyland, the first park to welcome guests back after the global pandemic forced the closure of Disney parks worldwide. So, some may have been waiting to hear a major update regarding the status of Disneyland, which has delayed its opening indefinitely. And no such announcement was made on the.
I would say there wasn't, right?
There was nothing.
And what was it, 2 days ago? My Disney stock shot up.
Did it really?
I don't know why. I don't know what happened, but I went from being down like $17 to up 92.
Wow.
It shot up like in one day.
Good.
So I don't know, because I don't think there's anything that like got released,
No.
unless like more people were going to downtown Disney, going to
Well,
Florida.
a couple
more
days
people-
ago was that quarter, which is kind of weird. It was that phone call for the quarterly.
Yep.
So it might have been that, but I mean, my stock went up. But maybe if it's not like people, I was gonna say, it's not like people are going to the basketball games that
No.
are in Florida, and they're all staying on Disney property. It's not like people are going like, but maybe if people are like maybe venturing out there to go to the parks, but then if them and their if their families are there, people are spending more money.
Everything I'm hearing about what is going on in Florida is that people are going, but the attendance is abysmal.
Well, of course,
Sure.
it is. Yeah,
And it is going to be, and I get that, but that can't be a positive, for the company. I mean, I'll let you finish, and then we'll talk into what the rumor mill has begun.
Okay.
Okay.
Because of Disneyland's continued delay in its reopening, questions have been raised regarding the timing of Adventures Campus opening in Disney California Adventure. Earlier this year, during the closures, Disney had quietly updated the Adventures Campus page on their site from the previously announced opening date of July 18th to just basically listed as coming soon. That question was not answered either. And so another thing that was they wanted to address on the earnings call was the Princess and the Frog retheming for Splash Mountain, and that actually was not answered either. So we still have no dates as to when that is.
They're going to take their time.
I still think we are years away from that.
Oh, really?
I think so. Just because
I'll say fall of next year.
where's
I think way too soon. You're
Where's
way too soon.
Where's the money coming from for that?
They've got the money.
No.
You think so?
$2.1 billion loss. Where is the money coming from?
But think about the money that they're saving.
No.
Think about it.
Ooh.
They're not.
No. No. You are not okay. A $2.2 billion
No.
loss means that they're not making that, regardless of what they're saving and not expending. They
Right.
are still losing
No.
$2.2 billion.
They're losing it. But think about the electricity that they're saving.
Nope.
Think about it.
I am, and I'm telling you,
People
no.
that they're not paying
No, it doesn't matter.
the electricity.
Factored in. All factored in already.
Water,
All factored in.
everything. They're
All factored in.
They're fireworks. Do you know how much money
All
they spend on
factored
fireworks every
in.
night?
At
You
least
recognize
$5,000.
10 grand.
You recognize that is all factored in already. You're thinking
No,
they're not factoring. They
no,
are
they
factoring that
factoring
in.
it. No, they are.
And they're still at a $2.2 billion loss, Jess. That doesn't matter. So everything
Watch.
you're telling me,
Fall.
okay, no, and then I think you're
I will buy your first drink at the cantina.
no, you're going to buy me both of them.
I was saying
at
you
the
can only get
cantina.
two.
I know you're going to buy me both of them.
Deal.
Because there
Fall.
is no way. No.
Fall.
Fall.
Okay, wait, no.
Next year, 2021.
No, they will announce it, or they say that is when we're going to start.
That's when they're going to start.
Okay, nope.
Fall.
Nope.
Okay.
Not that it won't be done by
No.
then.
Okay, so
but they will not even begin. I'm going to go with a year to two out from now.
See, I think
No.
they're going to take advantage of the park not being open. If we don't open by next year, or by this year, they're going to take advantage of that park being closed because they don't have to put up the scaffolding. They don't have to do half the crap that they have to do to keep it from a guest. It will be
Again,
fall
though,
next year.
2.2 billion.
I hear you.
And counting.
I hear you.
And counting. You have no movie revenue. You have very little merch revenue
But
now
they're
coming
also
down.
not spending money on movies. I know that they
Doesn't-
count that in.
No,
I know they
again,
count it
see, every time you counter with that, I'm like, it doesn't matter. You negate
see.
yourself right away.
You'll see.
No. They don't
You
have
owe
it.
me a sweatshirt, if I'm right.
Okay, so
Your choice. Your
Done.
choice of the sweatshirt.
Oh, yeah, it'll be
The-
Galaxy's Edge one,
Your
so be
choice.
ready for it.
Your choice.
the deal is,
And then you got to wear it every day.
What if it's like 102 out?
I don't give a
I'm not
crap.
wearing it if
I
it's
don't give a
102.
crap.
With a mask? Not happening.
okay, so the deal is, if construction does not start by fall of 2021, if it does not start, then Jess will buy 2 drinks for Udi at
Cantina.
Olga's Cantina.
And I'm going to go on record going, she's getting out cheap no matter what.
And if construction is starting fall of 2021, Udi will be buying Jess a sweatshirt.
So
His
two,
choice.
2 of her drinks are going to cost half of a sweatshirt.
How much are the drinks? They're like,
Like 12 to 15 a pop.
okay, and then you know that I tip well, so we're looking at like $40 for 2 drinks.
Okay, and then the sweatshirt is going to be
54.
54 to 65.
Your choice, though, so pick the
I
cheap
know.
one.
Okay.
And it has to fit me. You can't go pick like a
Oh, no, I
toddler
won't do that.
size,
Come
like-
on.
Okay.
Yeah, put it around your
All
head.
right. Let's bring it back in. Let's bring it back in. All right. So, what did you want to add to the?
That with that being $2.2 billion loss, the rumor mill has begun, and daughter of Disney, I can't think of her name. Please.
Daughter of Disney?
Yeah,
Of
daughter
Walt?
Yeah,
No, it's
Granddaughter.
No, it's
Oh,
of Roy's.
Roy. Yeah, of Roy.
I don't know.
She went on a Twitter tirade earlier last week, I think.
Yeah.
And basically, he said that the park and the company is going to begin laying mass amount of people off.
They're going to have to.
And with that move, that the company will be forced to make major changes, and coming out of it will be a whole new company. And she also alluded to that somebody would be hitting the bricks too.
Iger, right?
I don't know if I believe that. Now we can argue back and forth on how successful Iger has been in the position of CEO for the company, and some people are going to be happy, some people are not. I don't think he did a horrible job. I think I can criticize a few of his decision making, his choices, but overall, I don't think he's done a bad job. But that is a rumor mill now that you're going to begin to see massive layoff from park operations and company-wide operations in general too. So we're talking movie, merch, the whole shebang, and that Iger is on the chopping block as well. Now, that being said, I believe part of that, and she kind of went on a tirade. She's apparently a little bit of a, how can I put it, a little bit more socialist leaning.
Yeah.
And I read as I was reading, I'm like shaking my head. I'm like,
No.
no, you're wrong. No, but that's neither here nor there.
Okay. So potential layoffs are coming up for
Yep.
that. Okay. Well, hopefully that does not happen, but I see why, and hopefully those people can get reemployed in the park once things return.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next news item. Disneyland accepting room-only reservations for September 1st and later. While we've been missing going back to Disneyland since the parks are closed indefinitely, the Disney resorts have had fluctuating opening dates as well. Although guests were able to stay in select Disneyland hotels in August, originally reservations had been postponed again. Guests who made bookings at Disney's Grand California and at Paradise Pier Hotel have had their reservations canceled through the end of August. At this time, guests aren't able to reschedule their stay or make new ones until September 1st or later. Okay, that's really nothing new for us. That's what's going on here in 2020. You make reservations, you get canceled. Okay, really. But again, the Disneyland Hotel is not on this list. So That's another question we need to have answers to at some point. Is another Star Wars cantina coming to Disneyland's Galaxy's Edge? Olga's Cantina has a new rival in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and the new Batu bar appears to be located right next door to the original hive of scum and villainy in Black Spire Outpost. How is this possible, you say? Well, the new Star Wars Tales from Galaxy's Edge virtual reality experience introduces new locations and characters in Black Spire's outpost on the Star Wars planet of Batu, the setting for the 14-acre lands. Okay, we know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to explore and expand the story of Black Spire Outpost, which you can see at Galaxy's Edge. ILM X-Lab director Jose Perez III said in a new video for Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. The new Batu bar in Galaxy's Edge is called Cecil's Zach's Cantina, run by a six-eyed Star Wars alien with the tendency for over-inviting and love-hate relationship with porgs. Concept art for the Tales of the Galaxy's Edge VR experience shows Zil's Cantina. What is that? What is that word?
Hold on.
It's Seeze.
Cecil Slacks.
Cecil Slacks Cantina, located next door to Olga's Cantina. An open window in Cecil Slacks Cantina shows the distinctive Tug Scrub food truck, like Starship, docked atop the Docking Bay 7 restaurant, with Doc Ondor's Den of Antiquities gift shop in the foreground, according to the concept art. So it goes on to more about this. So a new VR experience has come out, or will be coming out soon, and it's about Galaxy's Edge on the planet Batu, and a new cantina has appeared there. So what does this mean to you, Udi, the resident Galaxy's Edge expert?
You know, I don't mind it. The one thing that the constant complaint has always been lack of things to do there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, would I prefer it being maybe something else than a bar?
Yes.
Yeah. But I also think that one of the main reasons why is the overwhelming success of Olga's. That cantina is amazing. They did an freaking standing job of that environment, the theming, everything, and is popular. Always full, difficult to get booking.
Oh, yeah. I bet you try to book now, you get in.
Yeah, I bet you I could. I would prefer. Again, I would have preferred maybe something else, but sure, why not? I mean, it'll be fun.
Maybe in due time.
Well, yeah, it's always about money.
Sure, it's about money, but maybe in due time you want more of a themed restaurant, maybe.
Yeah, I want something like that. I think if you have that would be cool, and there is room for it. There is, and I would lean toward putting it on the resistance side.
Like make it a dark kind of cantina.
Yeah, you could, but it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work over basically where everything else is. I mean, everything else is basically on the first order side of the land.
That's where I'd want it, not the resistance side.
Why?
Make it like I said, like a dark cantina, like something that's.
We already have Olga's though there.
But I feel like it's not dark enough, if that makes sense. Like I feel like it would have been better. I mean, yes. I mean, I know sports are coming out of my mouth. Yes, I know he is no longer alive and that he was killed. But if they had like a what's his face? See, now my brain just stopped.
Vader.
No.
Kylo Ren.
No. Does he die? It's so sad. I haven't watched the last movie.
No. No.
What's his name? The disgusting slug guy. The
Oh,
big-
Jabba the Hutt.
Thank you. To have like a giant animatronic of him
Oh,
would be incredible.
Now, while I would love that, it does not fit the timeline.
I know it doesn't,
Yep.
but how cool would that be?
But that being said, the Hutts are
There are more Hutts.
There are more Hutts.
And like his little creature on the leash.
Yep, and those.
I'm not talking about Leia.
Oh.
Glad that I knew that. You're welcome.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
So maybe we're gonna get a new cantina in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I'm thinking we will at some point, and I think there's gonna be a lot more coming out there when time and money allows. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Final news item, and this came from I think Orange County Register. there is a slight construction update. There's a revamp. So what happens is Downtown Disney's opened. So you can walk around and actually go to the Esplanade up to the gate of Disneyland and look in and get all worked up that you can't go inside. But someone took a picture of scaffolding that looks to be around one of the buildings on Main Street, USA. I don't know what's from here. It is. It could be the top of the Emporium, or it could be top of City Hall. I don't know.
Emporium.
That's what it says.
Yeah, well, that's what it says, but that's what it is when you look at the picture.
Oh, you're right.
You zoom in on it, and it
see.
is that corner of Emporium, that corner right there.
Oh, there's a flagpole on top. Yes.
They're
Yeah.
probably just painting it.
Well,
It could be.
but it's nice. So someone took a picture of scaffolding around the top spire of the Emporium, and there's work being done. And I'm glad that there's work being done on that. So that's the only news I want to say, except that the other day that you guys ever see that Howard Johnson's Matterhorn cam?
No.
Someone was watching it on a Friday night, I think in the middle of the night, and the lights went on Main Street. So they're testing out there, and that was a really good sign that there's lights coming on and people are doing stuff. And so maybe there's an indication that there's something happening before the end of the year. And don't know, but that's just.
I mean, Mark, Mickey, and Minnie, and Goofy, and everyone live there. They need lights at night.
Oh gosh, I forgot about that. You're right.
They need to be able to see.
You're right. That's totally right. Oh my gosh,
But we forgot that.
I did. I'm sorry. Well, that is the news, and thank you for sticking around this far. Normally, we're a little more organized. We just had a lot of stuff to get through tonight. So that being said, we are going to go to our next segment, which is One-on-One with Jes.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Welcome to 101 with Jes, where we see the magic of Disney through the eyes of a passionate guardian of Walt's legacy.
Yay. Okay, so this 101, like I said before, when you guys got here before we started recording, this 101 has absolutely nothing to do with Disney.
Oh, great.
Absolutely nothing.
On a Disneyland podcast.
It has absolutely nothing to do with Disney. But actually, let me pull this post up, and I'm gonna have to kind of scroll back a skosh to find it because I made this person a promise, and I figured, and I didn't do it last show, which is when I promised that I was going to do it, but I was kind of just like not all there with that.
We recorded late last time.
I was sleepy.
Well, sometimes listeners, I know you guys can listen to the show whenever you want, but sometimes because of our schedules, we have to do things at odd hours. 2 weeks ago, we recorded late into the evening, right? We were done just before midnight or something.
Just before midnight.
And usually we try to do things like Sunday evening, like 6:30, and we just kind of ease into the week with a show, and it helps. It's actually good. Helps us get charged for the week. And anyways,
I'm trying to find it. You can keep talking. One of our listeners, Adam, who we met when we did the meet and greet at the Walt Disney Family Museum.
Yeah.
A while back, he posted on his Facebook page and said, he said, I don't get what all the hype, something along that lines of, and don't quote me on this because I can't find the post, but I don't get what all the hype was about with Hamilton. So he started to watch it on Disney Plus, and he couldn't figure out what the hype was, what the big deal was. Like he didn't, and so I sent a message, and I was just shocked. I'm like, "What are you talking about? No, it's great." And he was like, "Why? Why is it great?" I said, "I'm not going to post this on Facebook because it's just too much to post." I said, "How about this?" I said, "Next show we record, I'll give you my answer. I'll talk about it."
Sure. Okay, Hamilton.
Yes. And so I figured, because Mark has also seen it.
I saw it live, yeah.
You can back me
on
why it is great. Mm-hmm. So I promised him. And so the last show, and Adam, I'm sorry, because I failed and did not, but it was late and I was tired and I wasn't very involved in the last show because I was half asleep. I don't even know where to start when it comes to said show, but I promised, so I'm going to do this. One, I'm a Broadway geek. So anytime you get me into a theater where you get a live performance, where you actually get that energy and that vibe from the cast, is always going to be better than if you're sitting at home watching something on TV.
Agreed. Yes.
But the music, the way that it is written, and the passion behind how Lin-Manuel Miranda went about this show to portray our founding fathers, and yes, it is not all historically correct. There's a lot of things that are missing, but you're squeezing everything into a 2.5-hour show.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, for you to absolutely love it, you would have to go see it live, because you're not going to get that full immersive, that works,
Sure,
Disney immersive,
sure.
Hamilton, it works.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that full immersive experience. So, yes, it's great, and a lot of people listen to the soundtrack before they even see the show, and I think that's why a lot of people appreciate it beforehand, because they kind of get that vibe and they kind of understand what they're really going into. It is very well shot as far as Disney Plus goes, like the movie version of it. It is very well. Did you watch it, Mark?
Yeah, I did. I've
On
watched
Disney
half
Plus?
of it. Yeah.
It's done very well.
Yeah.
And that was done within, I think it was like the first 2 or 3 years of them being on Broadway. So there are times where I'm watching, I'm like, or I'm listening, I'm like, you're rushing this. Like, I feel like you're nervous and you're speeding this up. Like, you're still like kind of nervous. You're still kind of getting in your groove. But it's incredible. And all I can tell you is that if you haven't finished it, because if I remember correctly, unless I'm thinking of somebody else, I feel like you said that you stopped halfway through and didn't finish it. You have to finish it.
Okay.
Because finishing that show, it brings it full circle. And the ending is extremely powerful, and it kind of makes everything worth it.
Okay.
But I mean, do you see what the hype is? Like, you saw it.
I did see it.
So,
yeah.
I mean, was it just or
No. So for me, Adam, like, I had never been to any Broadway show whatsoever. So I am not a theater geek by any means. However, I do love music. I do love words. And I do love melodies. And I was just completely taken aback from what I witnessed in San Francisco watching that whole thing.
The whole thing.
Yeah, for 3 hours, because whatever. You said 2.5 hours? What's that?
Well, yeah, but intermissions. Intermissions 30 minutes.
Just the music, the words. There was not a dull moment and I knew none of the songs.
Did you take my drink?
Forever ago.
Wow. I was really into this Hamilton talk.
Yeah, Hamilton talk.
No,
so
I took it way before then.
I mean, I only heard maybe half of the very first opening song, his dialogue. But I knew nothing else from that, and I just was blown away. There was not a dull moment for me. And I wish I had bought the soundtrack
Beforehand?
and after it, because they were selling it in the lobby, and I didn't do it.
It's on iTunes for free.
Oh, is it really? Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, well, I'll get that then. I'll listen to it. But no, just the whole experience was, and watching it live. I mean, watching it on Disney Plus. It's not even anywhere near. I can only imagine, and I know Udi's going to be pissed off for this, is that I have never seen a hockey game. I've never seen a hocky game live.
It's the same thing.
And
It
I've only
doesn't
seen it on
do it
TV,
justice.
and they go, you got to see it live so you can see everything play out. And I understand that because I'm a big college football guy, and I love going to live college games, and it's completely different than TV. So I can only imagine that the hockey watching on TV versus live is completely different. So this is what I think is what it might be.
The equivalent.
Yeah. So my advice is watch it, the whole thing, stick through it, and then if you get a chance to see it live, no matter what, it doesn't have to be Broadway. Maybe your local city will be doing it something. Where is it? Where is Adam?
I can't remember what city. They were like
Southern California, right?
No, they were like 2.5 hours or 3 hours away from
They're
San Francisco.
They're not out in Fresno, are they?
No.
Eric is.
Eric's in Fresno.
Oh, yeah, because my sister was saying that they were doing Hamilton out in Fresno before everything happened. Whatever chance you get to do it, go watch it live. Is the songs that they do, the performers, I don't know how they're doing it. So stick with it, and yeah, I think it's worth that.
The costumes by themselves are incredible.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Oh, see, I'm a very visual, the costumes, even the stage spinning.
Yes,
the way that
the turntable.
the way that they can dance on that turntable, and
yeah.
we were watching it at my boss's house the other night, and I was like, I would love just to throw me on that turntable just once, because I would look drunk as a skunk, not being able to get from one spot to another, let alone dance on something that's moving in opposite direction.
Yes.
And then trying to get off of the thing that is spinning and trying to stand on normal ground and continue dancing.
Yeah.
Forget it.
And the whole king thing was one of the best parts.
He's incredible.
Yeah, and when he came out, I'm thinking, what is this king doing here?
And he has absolutely nothing to do with that show. If
I know
you
that.
Actually,
Yeah.
if you like look into it, there were no correlation between I'm so sorry.
Alexander Hamilton.
Between Hamilton and King George.
Yes.
There is nothing ever.
Yeah.
But he thought that would be a fun, like kind of humorous way to incorporate what was going on the other side of the world
Yes.
at that time. And it was such a great thing for him to put that in there. It's just 3 songs from
Yep.
him.
Yeah.
Super small, but fantastic.
Absolutely.
And the video on Disney Plus of Jonathan Groff, who played,
Oh, I saw that with the spit and everything.
incredible.
Yeah. Did you see that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they, Lin-Manuel told him, hey, man, like, if you want, like, we can digitally remove that so that it's not on
Yeah.
Disney Plus. And he's like, no, like, leave it. Like, that's a part of the theater. That's a part of, and I mean, yeah, he's like singing. All of a sudden, he like, he says something, and like you just see the spit fly,
Yeah.
but then it's on his chin. The
Yeah.
rest of that shot,
Yeah, yeah.
that song, and it's great, and they did a great job of it. And I think that was actually 3 different shows that they ended up blending together.
Oh,
So
okay. I
it
didn't
wasn't
know.
like one straight shot, one show. They used like 3 different shows. But they did a fantastic job. But you just got to get, I mean, when I say you got to get through it, it makes it sound like it's not a good show. But you got to power through it, watch it. The music by itself is incredible. I still listen to it. I will start the soundtrack in the morning on the way to work, and I'll finish that soundtrack by the time I come back home, because I'll listen to it on the way to work and on the way home.
Okay.
And I look like a crazy person rapping in my car by myself, and it's great. But yeah, I mean, it's good. Exactly. Oh yeah, no, I can get down for
Okay.
some Satisfied.
Yep.
But it's great, and I
Yeah.
want Udi to watch it on Disney Plus, but I don't at the same time because
I want you to go see it live.
I want, and we're going. They're in LA, so Broadway doesn't start until 2021 as of now. So when 2021 rolls
Ooh, I hear a
around,
trip coming up, Rudy.
because hopefully the park will be open by then, and we can hit that, and we can hit Disneyland.
Yes.
Well, I think I don't know how much you know about Lin-Manuel.
Oh, he's great.
I know, but do you know why one of the reasons why that show kind of, I think, blended as well is because of his prior work?
Oh no, he's done great work in the
No,
Heights
but he
and-
he had his group that he did, and I can't think of the name of the group. Something poetry. Oh man, I can't think of him. Hold on, I'll
but
get it.
He does great. He does great work, and that's why Disney has now swooped him up, and he writes. You know, I mean, he wrote. I don't think it's every song, but almost every song for Moana. And the King, or like Moana. And you guys have seen Moana? No. Yes. No?
Moana?
Yeah. And she returns the heart of Tahiti. No. Not Tahiti, but yeah. You haven't seen it? You've never seen Moana?
You mean the one with the rock in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. I'm thinking something else.
her dad in that movie is voiced by Christopher Jackson. Christopher Jackson plays George Washington in Hamilton.
Oh, gotcha.
And Christopher Jackson's incredible too. Like, he's a phenomenal person, like phenomenal actor. But yeah, I mean, it's a great show. While Udi's looking us up, just watch it. This has nothing to do with Disney, but I promised. But it's
Well, it's on Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus. But go ahead.
No, I can't find the.
Was it like a poetry?
No, what they did is basically improv, and they would kind of rap and rhyme off of each other, and that was one of the reasons why he began that group coming out of Wesleyan. And I can't think of the name of the group, but they basically developed that skill of being able to be spontaneous and rhyme and
Okay.
roll.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
And-
even yeah.
And then that is how he developed, and one of the other guys in Hamilton, were both from that, and that is one of the reasons why. And I can't think of who the other guy
It
is.
wasn't Christopher Jackson.
It might have been Christopher Jackson.
I think it was.
Yep, and then that, because of that, I think that is one of the things, because I watched an entire documentary on that prior group, and they go into Hamilton and what happened a little bit, but it was much more of the beginning of that, and then I am like, okay, I get it, because I recognize, of all things, Lin-Manuel, from his little bit parts. The one that I mostly remember him from is How I Met Your Mother. If you remember that final season,
I don't.
okay, final season. Yeah, yep. He's on the bus with Marshall, and they're headed back to Hampton, the Hampton Inn. And little Marvin, can't sleep without rhyming. So Marshall is trying to rhyme, and then the guy next to him is Lin-Manuel. And then he's like, what's with the rhyming? And then they begin telling different stories in rhyme. And then there's one part when he gets to Canada, and then Lin-Manuel hops in and does a whole rhyme on Canada. It's pretty good, and that is the one thing that I recognize him the most because it's what I've seen him in the most. So,
he was in Curb Your Enthusiasm. You ever watch that?
Yeah, but not a big.
Oh, okay.
Yet.
Okay.
But overall,
He's a great writer.
Yep.
I don't think he's a phenomenal actor
Or singer.
per se, or singer.
Right.
But I don't think that he should have casted anybody else for the first cast of Hamilton. I think
Sure.
it needed to be him because even though he's not great, he had he could show that drive and that passion and the anger when he needed it. It's overall it's a fantastic show.
Okay.
I watch it all the time. So that's my 101 is
All right.
that you just got to finish it. And that's I mean, and maybe my answers aren't great and you'll be like, okay, I still don't see it, but let me know, Adam, because it's so good.
Yes.
It's,
And see it live if you get.
and I
if you
have it
get the chance.
tattooed on my foot. Like, I mean,
You do?
I have, Wait For It,
Oh.
the song Aaron Burr sings.
Yep.
He has a line in that song that says, I am the one thing in life I can control.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it tattooed on my foot when we were in New York because I thought, New York, Broadway, if I'm doing it, I'm doing it here.
Okay, sure.
So yeah, no, I got that when we were there in February. Yeah. And and that's such a powerful line in itself that I was like, yeah, I'm doing it. So, I'm so sorry, Kitty. I know you're trying to sleep.
Well, okay. Well, thank you for that 101.
Yeah, you're welcome. I know it's not great and there's no jelly beans involved. Sorry.
That's
but
okay.
I know you guys are okay with that.
Yeah.
But they're coming.
Good. All right. Moving along now, we will go to our feature presentation.
And now for our feature presentation.
Okay, we are doing our feature presentation now. We're going to continue our talk about restaurants and tips and ideas for eating in Critter Country. And because it's so small, we're going to anchor in New Orleans Square
That's
as
what
well.
she said.
Yeah. So before Udi goes into our food tour, we did ask some of our listeners for some pro tips and advice about eating food here. Disney Millennial Mama said, these two areas are probably my favorite to eat. Probably my favorite to eat at. I love the Blue Bayou for the experience. Food can be a bit meh depending on the menu offered at the time. We always make it a point to go to Cafe Orleans for a Monte Cristo and garlic fries. The serving sizes are ample enough to share with another person, and the prices aren't bad. You can also order beignets to go there. We also love eating at the Hungry Bear. See, Jess, you can sit.
Yay.
You can sit far in the back of the second level,
Yup.
and look out to the rivers of America without being surrounded by people. It's lovely there in the day or night. They also have a scrumptious burger offerings and funnel cakes. Again, fairly reasonably priced. Yeah, I totally, absolutely agree with her on all points.
Yep.
Although I've never had the fries at New Orleans at Cafe Orleans.
No, and then I've never been. Blue Bayou isn't my jam, so I've never been in.
I've done that a few times.
Every time I look at the menu, I mean, seafood and whatnot, not my thing.
No.
And that is predominantly what it is. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Okay, gotcha. Awesome points there. Okay, Jennifer Vendetta. I love hanging out in New Orleans Square. Being back where all the shops are is one of my favorite places to be in the park. Always have to get beignets and a mint julep before getting on the train and taking a tour around the park. My kids and I have made a tradition of eating and Cafe Orleans having a Monte Cristo. Okay, probably eating at Cafe Orleans and having a Monte Cristo. Garlic fries and mac and cheese. For my 21st birthday, we ate dinner at the Blue Bayou. The ambiance was fantastic, and I really enjoyed the surf and turf. Awesome answers there. Again, I need to go to Cafe Orleans to try all this stuff. I have not done. It's been a long time. I definitely have not had the fries, but yeah, But eating on the train, that sounds like a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
down.
Yeah. First Prime Alpha. Family tradition is to get a mint julep from the mint julep bar when it's open. The beignets there are baller too.
Yep.
Blue Bayou is
Agreed.
a great dining spot for the ambience, but Cafe Orleans has the same food for cheaper and easier to get a reservation. She said Margie Agrim highly recommends their pommes frites. Yes. Oh, she said yes. It's true. Call me crazy, but the best pickles in the park come from the Critter Country fruit cart just before the canoes entrance. Oh, yeah, we gotta try that too. I like pickles. All right, next one is Mommy Blue says one of our traditions is to get cookies at the candy store by the exit to Pooh. I go for the white chocolate macadamia. Hubby goes for the peanut butter, and the kids like the chocolate and vanilla Mickey cookies. Blue Bayou is not our favorite. We always seem to get a table right by the door, and the food doesn't seem to be worth it for us. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Although I want to know more about these cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Because if you're talking about the peanut butter bar thing in Pooh's Corner, I want to get that. Okay. And Jose said, is the Monte Cristo sandwich served in the Blue Bayou? Last time I went, we had reservations for the Blue Bayou just to try it, plus the whole experience, and it was removed from the menu a week before. Months later, I think it was back. Is it there seasonally? I would also like to try the mint julep and Mickey beignets. New Orleans Square is the land with more food items on my bucket list. Thanks, Jay. So answer Jose's question. Yeah, so the Monte Cristo was a staple at the Blue Bayou for years, if not decades. Now it seems to be gone, but maybe it's back. We're going to find out. Last time I heard it was gone.
I've never had one.
Oh, it's...
And I heard it is gone, so I could be wrong, though.
I have had one.
Are they good?
They're super rich.
They look
It's
amazing.
French toast, right?
It's French toast and
yeah, but-
ham and cheese.
Yeah.
It's rich, though.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Too much.
Yeah, and they give you powdered sugar and syrup. It's
Dude,
much.
yeah, it would be like a whoa.
it's shareable for sure.
Well,
Which
yeah,
they
with
should
like
tell.
6 people.
Yeah, which they should tell you that.
Yep.
Because you only need like a
Like a gut
Like a
bomb,
little
man.
section.
It's like a gut bomb.
yeah. I couldn't do
yeah.
it.
But
Maybe if I
yeah,
was going to bed, like
I
that'd
know.
be like a go eat it and go to bed. Like I couldn't have that
Well,
for
that would
breakfast.
be noon. That would be noon for you then
Yeah.
when we go.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's bedtime.
like
It's noon.
nappy time.
It's time to go sleepy.
Yep, yep.
Good night.
oh, well, all right. So now Udi will take over, and Udi, where are we?
We are at the aforementioned or highly discussed earlier in the show, Hungry Bear.
Woo!
We're going to go all the way around. We're going to kind of hop by New Orleans Square and head over to Critter Country.
Okay.
And so we are now currently at Hungry Bear. Now, the one thing about Hungry Bear that we have often mentioned, and Disney Millennial Mama Karina mentioned it too, the seating on the upper deck in that back corner is amazing. We have made it pretty much a ritual of spending a little bit of time there.
And I like going there.
We've recorded there. We've hung out there. You guys have eaten there. I haven't really.
I've taken a nap there.
You have. It is a visually great place to take in visual. And then you have, the train will be rolling by. You can wave at people. It's good. Anyway, moving on to the food. They will have lunch and dinner there, and we will begin. They do have the Fantasmic packages out of there, a couple of them, but I'm not even going to go to them. Okay.
I'll speak to that just real quick. I have done the Fantastic package there. It was actually really, really, really good, and the seats we got were actually great for the show.
Were they?
Yes.
Yeah, and for $30, that's good.
Yeah, not bad.
There's one thing on this menu I would eat.
All right. So we'll now begin. We have a honey spiced chicken sandwich.
That's it.
Served with french fries and a house slaw. $11.79. We also have, and that one sounds good actually, the crispy fish sandwich. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
A double cheeseburger. Mark, what do you get when you go there? You get onion rings, don't you? What is it?
I do, and that's only because Jay mentioned them, and I had to. And if Jay tells me, if Jay says you do this,
then you do that. Right?
You have to do it.
Yep.
You don't even argue,
Yep.
even if you don't like onion rings, you got to do it.
Yep.
And Jay was right. They are spectacular, phenomenal.
They look good. I think I've had one. I think I bogarted one off.
You did.
Yeah.
Jay uses his own. He makes some sort of sauce that he does. I don't know what it is. I'll have to ask him next time. But Jay loves this place.
Does he take his sauce with him?
No, he makes it. No. He uses it's like ketchup and ranch and something or
He
something
makes
like
his own
that.
concoction
he will do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, I have had a cheeseburger and onion rings, and I have had a chicken salad there, and I think they're much better than Tomorrowland Terrace.
Yep. And then moving on.
Jess.
Yeah, moving on from there, we have your classic cheeseburger.
It's so classic.
Right, and then the one that I'm like negative.
I would eat this.
I know you would
I
because
would eat
you're a McWeirdo. The anything plant-based, then no.
I'd eat it.
No.
I would try it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt to try it.
Let me give you a little bit of history that I don't think you know about me.
You don't eat plants?
I do, but I've had my fair share of that kind of food before it became cool to have a plant-based food.
They've made it better since.
Like falafel?
I don't care.
Falafel and...
Yeah.
What's a falafel?
No, it'd be like anything soy-based or whatever. Yeah. No.
What about black bean?
Ooh.
Because like they do,
it would be
do like black bean burgers.
But again,
I'll work on them.
I've had equivalents, for a while. Then we're gonna go to moving on, and that one has to be one of the higher. It is one of the higher price items,
but not as expensive as the double cheeseburger, which is interesting to me.
No,
I feel like the plant-based should be at least $14.
No,
at least.
At least. Yes, I think so. At least $14.
Because I mean, everything else you go like Burger King and things like Jack in the Box, they're more expensive.
Well, which Jack in the Box are you talking about?
Not yours, Mark.
Okay.
Not yours. I would never intrude on your ground.
Well, I know the Mark is like, wait. I know which one, what location. I know the price.
I know the price.
Yep.
Well, forget it.
Okay, and then you have your barbecue chicken salad.
I've had that.
Yeah. It looked okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they do have dessert. And now a couple of these are speaking to me.
They are, for sure.
The house-made funnel cake, which I have not had a funnel cake in a very long time, and my God, it sounds really good right now. And then a churro funnel cake. Again, Yep. Yeah.
I'll pass on all that.
No. Cinnamon sugar, caramel, and whipped cream.
That sounds like a bellyache.
Oh, I know. But of the bestest kind.
But, Jess, I bet you if we were doing a show there and we got one to split, you'd
be in it.
Between like 6 of us.
Sure.
3.
Oh, 3 or...
4.
Yeah.
I'd be 4.
Are they not big?
No, they're big.
It
is more than enough for one person because it'll get you sick. But if you split it amongst 2 or 3 people, 3 or 4 people, it's fine. I'm not a big churro like that fan, but if it's like strawberries and whipped cream, I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then whatever a strawberry fruit bar is,
It's like a fruit roll-up.
Yeah, no thank you.
It's overpriced for $5.
Yeah.
And then you have a Nestle Toll House.
I'll eat that because
sandwich.
I can now because I'm getting a new tooth. I haven't had one of those in years because you can't bite into them because the cookies are too frozen. So I haven't been able to have one in forever.
I'm glad you're getting a new tooth.
So doing it.
When are you getting a new tooth?
It comes in October.
From Amazon or something?
Amazon Prime, actually. I clicked on the LTP link first.
Good.
And then used that and got it.
LTP listeners, if you want new teeth, the best way we recommend is to go to leavingtapodcast.com site, click on the Amazon link, order your new tooth set. It'll come to you.
Your grill.
Yeah, and a new grill. Yeah.
I can't wait for my new tooth, guys. I get my wisdom teeth out on Friday.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm staying awake for it, too. I'm not getting put under. It's going to be great. Really excited.
We should go live on Instagram for that.
Yeah.
Are they going to give you drugs? Localized or anything?
They're just going to numb me.
Okay.
It's the same as getting a tooth pulled.
Yeah, no. All right.
Okay.
Moving on.
To the sides.
Loaded French fries.
Nope, but I'll take the next one.
Loaded onion rings.
Heck
I
yes.
I'm kind of down with that.
But I wish they would tell you what the toppings were.
Yeah.
It's bacon and sour cream and cheese, I think.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I like onion rings, but they have to be the right kind of onion ring. They can't be those like cheap.
Oh,
No,
Jess, these are the right
they're-
kind.
They are? Okay,
They
then
are.
I'm down.
They're
These,
really good.
these
And
are
they're-
Jay approved.
Okay,
they're
then I'm
big
down.
and they're big. They're not.
They're not like those thin.
Nope,
Like okay.
no.
Yeah. Then I could be
Nope.
down for those.
Yep. And then you have normal onion ring,
I'll
normal
take those
French
two.
fry, and then that is pretty much. They have a couple kids meal in there.
And blah, blah, blah.
Ooh, mac and cheese.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know about the Go-Go Squeeze applesauce though. I'm down for the low-fat milk. You know me and my milk in Disneyland.
I know. I don't know why.
I'd be down for that,
I'm
but the,
puzzled.
I don't know why.
I don't want to eat applesauce out of a tube.
No, the milk is what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
I love the milk.
I know.
How about milk out of a tube?
I'm down.
Yep.
As
And
long
then
as it's
the-
from Disneyland.
They do have a couple. They have that watermelon lemonade freeze. I need one of those.
Never had
No.
that, but that sounds great.
And then
I'll
blueberry.
do the next one.
The blueberry lemonade or the
No, the third one down.
watermelon lemonade freeze.
No, that's the second one.
the cold brew
cold
coffee?
brew.
Cold brew coffee.
I didn't know they had that. I'd be down like a dash hound.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just made that up. You like that?
I do like
no,
it.
not at all.
Wait a minute. The watermelon lemonade freeze is topped with whipped cream. Oh,
And
yeah.
watermelon sugar.
Yeah,
It's too sugary for me.
No,
I don't know what's watermelon sugar,
I bet
but-
you. No, I bet you.
Probably like
It,
the crystals. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
It would be.
Yeah.
It,
Oh, I want that.
yeah.
And not bad priced.
$6. And assorted drinks and beverages.
Ooh,
and-
milk.
yeah, low fat too.
That's all I drink.
Okay.
And
Gluten
then-
and
Oh,
wheat.
they take care of all the
Then,
allergies.
yeah, like as per usual, everything about allergy. Make sure if you do have an allergy of some kind, to mention it when you're ordering. They will do their best to take care of you.
Okay, so yeah,
I'm a bad person.
this is actually a couple steps above the Tomorrowland Terrace as far as food quality goes.
More than a couple.
Okay.
More than a couple.
Jess, don't listen to Jess about this one.
Yeah,
you can listen
no,
to a lot
no,
about
dude,
other things.
I don't
but not
listen to
this.
Jess about anything.
Oh, I
So,
do.
you know.
I definitely do.
Thank
but
you, Mark.
Yeah.
Sure, but
But-
this is not correct.
Okay, fine. When I compare it to Tomorrowland Terrace, let me change it. I'm not going to compare it
boy.
to Tomorrowland
Oh, boy.
Terrace.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to compare it to the place in, I can't think of the name, in DCA.
Smoke
where
Jumpers
we-
Grill.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
That food is shit.
Oh, okay. Now Udi's pissed off because Udi loves that place.
I've had their burgers and I don't think they're great.
You mean the place with the burger bar? You turn your own toppings. right?
Precisely.
Okay.
We're
Where
gonna-
the frozen Jack and Coke
Yeah,
place.
we're gonna move on.
Okay. We will talk about
Y'all
DCA
are
food later. Not tonight, of course, but there'll be some debate about that. This restaurant, ambient speaking, it's top notch as far as the park goes.
Oh yeah, I mean high ambiance, the location is phenomenal,
Yes.
and then I mean we already talked about it earlier in the show about retheming yada yada yada. Does not change.
Bless you.
That doesn't change. If they did make a Tiana corner, then if they kept the main idea and the location of it, I'm fine.
Sure.
I mean, iconic, like Hungry Bear, been there forever. Yeah, I get it. The only real eatery that I'm attached to, you all know.
Sure.
That one they mess with, then I may get angry. But
Sure.
right now, yeah.
But again, this is a great place if you are, let's say you've got your kids, you need to just take a break.
Oh, yeah.
Great spot for that. If you don't have kids, you want to take a break, go up there, get a drink, get a burger, get whatever it is you do, and go to the upper deck and just, find a nice spot in the end where there's a shade. Watch the rivers of America, watch everything, watch all the kinetic energy going by, and you just have a really good time. Even at night, it's beautiful.
Oh, at night it is amazing.
Yeah.
And now, with it being right there at the entrance to Galaxy's Edge, it adds a different flavor to it. Also,
For sure.
Yeah.
It does. LTP recommends this. 2/3 at least. 2/3 of us do.
3/3.
3/3.
3/3.
The 3/3 that matter.
I think you need to stop drinking.
Okay, so let's move along.
Okay, we're gonna move on, and then they have your atypical churro and lemonade cart, which we all can pretty much figure out what is there. You have a double chocolate churro, your normal churro, and then you have a bear paw pastry, basically kind of like a donut, and then your normal drinks.
Yep.
And I don't think there is anything else. Yeah. So a little stand which kind of pepper the park as a whole.
As you leave,
Yet another one.
Hungry Bear, is it to the right or the left? Where is this one?
It is as you're leaving to your right.
Leaving to
Kind of across and to your right, like if you're going down to the entrance of Splash.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Okay, we're going to now, and that wraps up Critter Country because there is not much going on. Soon to be,
there's stuff at Pooh's Corner, but that's a restaurant. I mean, that's
Those
a
are
store.
snacky snacks.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like candy and
Okay, yeah, we'll move on from here.
Yeah. We're now leaving Critter Country, soon to be the extended New Orleans Square.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have, as you're going along, you will find a fruit cart. Again, your basic, and this is along the river, which is going to be pretty much what you're going to find again, kind of peppered throughout the park. You'll find it on your way into the park on Main Street. You'll find it pretty much everywhere, and every land will have one of these kind of little cart. And it has assorted fruit, pickle, chip. It'll have like little Baby Bell cheese, little cuties, little things like that. It kind of have like a vegetable or fruit, kind of trying to give you maybe a little bit better snack choices than a churro.
Sure.
Or, a turkey leg or whatever.
And one of our listeners said that this is the best pickle. So we'll see.
Oh, by far, the best pickle.
Okay.
I agree with it.
Seriously?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, 100%.
Okay. I do like
That's
dill.
the only place I get the pickles from.
Oh.
Yeah.
I do like dill pickles. So
good.
Okay.
All right, and then we're moving on down, and then the next one we're going to hit is going to be Harbor Galley.
I so forgot about this place.
Oh, Harbor Galley, dude! How can you? We've hung out in that corner.
We have.
He's
Fowler's
making
Harbor.
fun of you,
Who is?
Mark, because
No,
you
he's
couldn't
not.
remember the name from earlier. Am I wrong, Mark?
You're wrong.
Oh, he couldn't remember Fowler's Harbor. This restaurant, I totally forgot.
This is the okay.
But normally, you're right. I would make fun of
My
eating,
bad.
but
Thought he was making fun.
But not in this one. I absolutely forgot about eating here. But my daughters have gone here to get the bread bowl.
Oh,
Yep.
really?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep. So they have a few different things. They have a soup in a sourdough bread bowl. So pretty much, your soup in a bread bowl.
I think you get your choice, right? It tells you what. Yeah, your choice of soup.
Yeah. It does not list
It's usually,
in here, but yeah. I would guess clam chowder.
It's
and-
usually clam chowder,
Or the broccoli
cheddar.
Yeah.
Or you can get the regular. This doesn't show in there. The mac and cheese.
Really? From there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Right. We're talking. I didn't see where the map was on this one.
The Harbor Galley, right in Fowler's Harbor?
Right in front of
Yeah.
Splash.
Across.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the last time we were there, they had the mac and cheese because I was very torn between mac and cheese and the broccoli cheddar.
Okay.
Needless to say, I
the
went with the
lobster
broccoli
mac
cheddar.
and cheese, or
No, it was regular.
Okay.
But I would do the lobster.
Yep. They have a lobster roll.
I
which
want to
again-
try that. What is that? Is that like a sandwich, or is that like a sushi roll?
No, I'm honestly not
I'm
sure what a
Googling.
Google.
Okay.
I've never had one, never will. Again, seafood ain't my thing. Then they have a tuna salad sandwich.
Skipping that.
Yeah, no, thank you. They have a shrimp salad again. No, thank you.
Shrimp salad's not part of my meal.
Nope. But I have lettuce, shrimp, bacon, feta, cheese, tomato, egg, and avocado.
It looks disgusting.
What, a lobster roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that looks pretty freaking foul.
Okay.
From what I've heard about a lobster roll is that it's got to be done properly. If not, they're bad.
No.
Moving
I love
on.
sushi, and I love fish, but that just doesn't look good. Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Moving on.
real quick, no, I have, Justin might be able to answer this question. I have bought cinnamon rolls for the performance of Fantasmic. Do you know what I'm talking about, Jess? Is this where you buy the cinnamon rolls?
No.
For the show?
No.
And hot chocolate?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, I'm thinking somewhere else then.
Yeah, you're thinking of a different place because that's not because they closed down pretty early on that
Then they must roll a cart out for the.
They might do that. Mhm.
Okay. Moving on, Harbor Galley.
Okay, and then they have a lobster mac and cheese in a sourdough bread bowl. Even though I would try that without the lobster. And then you will have your, fresh fruit, and that is pretty much it. And then your assorted beverages and Jess's milk.
Yep. Love it.
Yep. And then, really a tiny little corner. The best thing about that is if you're there, the Columbia will be docked there early, and then it has a nice little corner for Fowler's Harbor. A cool little corner nook kind of thing that a lot of people do not know is there. They will walk through it, walk around it. They usually use the main walkway, but it is a quiet little walkway around there if you know it.
It's getting more popular, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
The LTP did record there.
We did?
have, yeah. There is a picture of all four of Yumi Dupree, and 13.
Yeah.
Yep. I think Shannon and I went live there once.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
If you do not know where Fowler's Harbor is, drop us a line. We will tell you.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we're going to move on to your atypical churro cart right in front of the Haunted Mansion.
I never buy a churro from there.
I think Anka has, yeah.
Happy birthday, Haunted Mansion.
That's right.
I have been with people. I think, last time I went, I was with Joe, I believe, and was it with Joe? I don't remember. Yeah, and he bought a churro there, or people we were with. But anyway, churro, soda.
No frills.
Nothing else going on
milk.
up there. No milk, because they don't want Jess going up over there.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, and we're going to continue on. Now, there is a popcorn cart right near Haunted, and popcorn and soda and water, and that is pretty much it. Like anything, any popcorn cart will have the souvenir bucket that they're offering at that time. For the most part, they're everywhere in the park, depending again what time of year is what you get. The only thing is, I'm not sure what the
Roasty Toasty?
Yeah. What is that one there? I don't know.
A caretaker, or is it a character from Haunted Mansion?
Well, they change it because sometimes it's Oogie Boogie.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I've seen it many different things.
Okay. And then, and then that pretty much kind of wraps up kind of like the snacky snack portion of what is in the area. I'm going to go to one of my personal favorites right now. I'm going to kind of skip by if people are following along. I'm going to go to the Mint Julep Bar.
Oh, yes.
The Mint Julep Bar, for a lot of people, don't know because it is tucked away behind, kind of in the back corner near the train station. So a lot of people will be like, where is that? You kind of have to work your way around.
There's a nice bathroom back there, too.
There is a nice bathroom back there. It is a really tiny little, basically, corner. It has, where you order, and then it has 2 windows, and that is that. But what they have there are the many aforementioned often the beignets.
Yes.
Which now the habit has pretty much become for me in the morning if we haven't had food, but lately I've gotten into a routine. But going for a snack, doing a 3-pack of beignets, I do it often. They will have them. They will have seasonal beignets too, depending on what time of year. They will fluctuate on what they have.
Yes.
But they will always have that classic beignet, which in the morning they are freaking fantastic because they're hot and they're fresh, and man, they are great. Great.
Do you pair them with anything, Rudy?
With a mint julep.
Yeah. Even in the morning?
Yep, even in the morning.
Oh.
If not, you know what actually would be really good? A good cup of coffee with them.
I was just thinking that, yeah.
But when I'm there, I always feel like if I'm at the mint julep bar, I'm ordering freaking mint julep.
You for sure, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And they do, again, they will, when it comes to the mint julep, they will have, again, a seasonal offering depending on when you go, time of year, yada, yada.
Yes.
It'll change up. I've had probably, I think, 3 or 4 different kinds from there.
Yep.
Including the standard mint julep. My favorite has been the one that it was the Haunted Mansion one.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
And I can't remember the name of it, but it was freaking delicious.
Yeah.
But anyway, so there you have beignets, and then you have the mint julep. They have the New Orleans mint julep, which I'm not sure.
I don't know what that is either.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. No, it is your standard mint julep. They have the mint julep cup, I'm sorry. And that is what Jes is drinking from, I believe, right?
Yeah, and I have one, too, that you got for me.
Yeah, I got them for you guys because when I went, I'm like, who wants one? And I bought them for you.
Yep.
Jes is actually drinking that. And it is a nice thing for like $15. It is a stainless steel cup that is freaking awesome. I didn't buy one because I bought them for these wonderful people. I will get one next trip.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. But again, couldn't recommend it enough. A mint julep, I know not for everybody, but try one. You may not like it if you're not into mint, then you may not. But
Jes, how do you feel about that? I'm guessing you don't like it.
No, remember
Mint juleps?
Yeah.
Don't like mint.
Yeah, I didn't think you would. Okay.
But I've seen you eat, scarf down a couple of beignets. But yeah, so right there, if you guys don't know where it is tucked around the corner, and it is worth going and having it at least once. Having a mint julep is pretty good. And no lie, the warmer it is in the day, the better that mint julep is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's a 3-pack and a 6-pack. I'm telling you
Correct.
right now, just get the 6-pack and just save yourself some time.
You know, I have had that debate in my head because you cannot, like, I've gotten the 3-pack and I've had like 1.5 or maybe 2, and then I'm like, whoever I'm with, I'm like, here, have one.
Well, but if you're with a group of 3 or 4 people, just get the 6-pack.
Oh yeah, for that. But if you're not, then some people would do it like, hey, get a 6-pack and save them for later. I wouldn't do that.
No, because the shelf life for those is not
very, very short.
That's correct. Yes.
So literally, if you get them and you don't eat them within the first, I would say, half hour, then I'm like, maybe not.
Right.
Maybe not that. Yeah.
But if you're a listener who doesn't go to the park often, or when everything's open, of course, and you want to try something that's really Disneyland-esque,
oh yeah,
please make your point of doing this.
Yeah, if you've never done it, you need to try it again. Like I said, at least one time, and then that way you can be like, hey, yeah, I've had beignets, like them, don't like them. Hey, yeah, I had them in julep, like it, don't like it. But at least you can mark it off your bucket list.
The French market. Yes.
Here we are at the French market now. They will have quite a few items.
And this is cafeteria, buffeteria style.
Yeah. They call it quick serve. So for everybody who, I think everybody pretty much understands what quick serve is now. But anyway. So let me go ahead and we will begin. They have a good amount of different items here, which, to be real, I have never eaten here.
Oh, I have.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even though now looking at the menu right off the get, the soup, the Louisiana beef stew, and the corn chowder make me go, yeah. They both sound amazing. So they have a Louisiana beef stew. So that is described as a simmered with seasoned carrots, red potatoes, and mushrooms in a sourdough bread bowl. Yeah, that. And then corn chowder. I love a good corn chowder. The two kind are like corn chowder and potato soup. Those two things are like my jam. I love them. I would eat them right now in 100-degree weather if it was a good one. I would eat it and no problem. I'd be sweating because of the heat, but I wouldn't care. But anyway, then they have a Cajun-style chicken Caesar salad.
Yes,
I've
please.
never had that, yeah. Then they have po' boys, which are basically a sandwich, correct?
They're really good. I haven't
Yeah.
had them in the park, but I had them in New Orleans,
Mhm.
which, I mean, and they're in New Orleans. They're fantastic.
Yeah, so again, and so they call this like buffeteer style. You walk in with a tray and go around to different stations, and they have these things. You can pick them out. So anyway, that's the one, that's what that was.
Okay, so the po' boy, you're gonna have shrimp, pork, and beef. 3 different meat choices for your po' boy. And the reason why I've never had a po' boy because they do not sound appealing to me.
Like it. You would. Just don't get a fish one.
Okay.
Okay, so I actually ordered the beef po' boy sandwich there. This is what it looks like.
Yeah.
So you got chips and au jus.
Oh, yeah, I'd be down.
Yeah, it looks exactly like a French dip. And it was wonderful. Wonderful stuff.
Yeah, fried onions and a creamy horseradish sauce. We just talked about
We
horseradish.
just talked about horseradish.
Love it.
Yep.
Nope. Okay. Moving on. Then they have now this one may be good. Slow roasted half chicken.
This is that.
Yep. I would get that. Mashed potato.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they have mashed potato with gravy.
Yeah, I document all this stuff that my daughter. Well, since we're doing the show, when we eat there, I always take pictures of everything we get just for this exact thing. And it is, yeah, she thought it was really good. Not Plaza Inns, but still good. Okay.
And then they have a jambalaya.
No.
And again, I've never had a jambalaya. Again, not my thing. I would be down with the Creole seasoning, but it is always mixed with seafood, and I'm not that. And I've tried, everybody, so people will be like, man, you haven't had it, prepared properly. I've had it pretty much every way from Sunday, and nope. Anyway, and then they will really have kids meal, mac and cheese, that kind of thing. And then you can get a mint julep there also. And that is pretty much it for lunch and dinner at the French Market.
Yeah. I think I heard at one point, if you get the mint julep there, they will refill it for you.
Ooh.
Yes. Yeah. So don't quote me on that, but definitely try it if you get the chance. Ask if you can. All right. Moving on.
Moving on to Cafe Orleans. They only do lunch.
Okay.
Apparently. No.
I don't think so.
No, they don't. Never mind. I'm reading the general overview of the restaurant.
So this is table service. So you are waited on here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now they have lunch and dinner, and it looks like they have the same offering for both.
Yes.
So we will begin with the antojitos or hors d'oeuvres or a starter. They have a I can't even pronounce that word. Charcuterie board, which is basically cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fruit.
And fruit, yeah. Then they will have a la salada de maison, which is a small house salad. Then they will have a seafood gratin. I feel like you got to say gratin like that.
You have to. If you don't, then
Gratin?
you can't say it.
Yeah.
You can't say gratin?
No.
Okay.
You'd be PWT for that.
Seafood gratin?
Gratin. And then they have whatever a seasonal soup offering they would have. They have the wonderful pomfret.
Which I've never had.
I've never had a pomfret either. Even though they do sound good.
Yes, they do.
Well, I mean, when you read the description of the pomfret here, traditional French fried potatoes tossed with Parmesan garlic and parsley, served with a Cajun spice remoulade.
Absolutely would try this.
Yep.
Ooh.
And then we're going to move on to the entrees. Shrimp and grits. Every time I hear grits, I think of my cousin Vinny, but we're going to move on from that. So a shrimp and grit plate. Grits are good. Have you guys ever had grits?
Of course.
No.
Of course.
You have, Mark?
Yeah, I've made them, yeah.
And okay, grits are really good when you do them right. and you season them, because if not, it's pretty plain.
Mm-hmm.
You got to season the grits properly. If not, they are pretty boring. A cheese grit is pretty good. I've had a pretty good cheese grit before. And then, which is basically kind of like corn. If people don't know what grits are, you'll find out. Okay, then you will have your bourbon street chicken, honey-kissed chicken with Hoppin' John season. Whatever Hoppin' John is, what is that?
I don't know. I wonder, is it like a chicken breast or a thigh, or is it boneless, or what's going on with that? What do you think?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
I would go with a chicken breast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, steak and potato. So your atypical steak and potato.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and then the Monte Cristo. It is on this menu.
It is.
So maybe it's back now.
No, he was talking about the Blue Bayou. This is the.
Okay, we're Cafe Orleans.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the Monte Cristo. Yeah, that thing is like, woof. If no one has ever seen a picture of it,
I've had that.
Yeah, I know you've had it, but if you don't know, go find a picture. That is a whole lot of food.
It's a bomb.
Yeah. I mean, it is sliced turkey, ham, and Swiss, fried in a light batter.
Sure, why not?
Dusted with powdered sugar and served with a berry puree.
Oh.
No, thank you.
It's enough to share at a table.
Well,
for sure.
$21, man. You would hope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then they have a vegetable bolognese.
Down.
I would eat that too.
Yep.
There's also a cheese version of the Monte Cristo too. There's the ham and turkey, and then there's just
yeah.
So I mean, it's
I hopped over that.
No, it's fine. It's just there's two versions of that, but same result.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, same thing. You end up, probably want to share this with someone.
And then they do have, they have the 3 cheese Monte Cristo. Then they have a muffaletta chopped salad. Ham.
I would try the chopped salad. The muffaletta.
Salami, provolone, roasted red pepper, olive, shaved Parmesan. I always love a good shaved Parmesan.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would try that with a sherry vinaigrette.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Then they have Nicosi.
I would eat that too.
Salad.
Not for me.
Yeah, not me.
Tuna.
No, yeah, not for me either. Ahi tuna, spring mix, heirloom tomato, roasted potato, asparagus, olive, hard-boiled egg, and a fresh herb.
Sign me up.
Herb
but I would
vinaigrette.
get rid of the herb vinaigrette, and I would ask for the sherry vinaigrette from the other one.
Okay.
Yep.
And then that is, for the most part, it.
Yeah, I'll add that they have that Joffrey's coffee on the bottom, and that, I'm telling you right now, is some of the best coffee you're going to get. They have the same over at Carnation Cafe, and I always make a point of getting it, even if it's in the middle of the day, just because it's so good. And then I'll ask them to make it iced to go, and they will do that for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but that is Cafe Orleans, a sit down, and yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would really ever go. I would go with people if they're eating. I don't know if I'd order anything though. To be
the
real.
pommes frites would be
Well,
good.
yeah, okay, maybe that, but yeah. And now we're gonna move on to. Oh, yeah.
The Royal Street Veranda is over there.
Okay, what do you want to do? Okay, well, we'll go here. We'll go to the Royal Street Veranda, and we'll leave the more popular one for the very end. The Royal Street Veranda.
Don't they have like jambalaya there?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it doesn't say they do.
Yeah, it's under the bread bowls.
Yeah, basically it's going to be a soup in a sourdough bread bowl, and they'll have a variety of them there. I've seen many a person coming out of there with a bread bowl, and every time I'm like, man, I kind of want to get in on that.
I've never bought because
I haven't either.
I go to the other place.
Right, I never go there either.
Right. But I mean that is pretty much what you have there. Is what you're going to go there. You're going to go for a soup and a bread bowl, and
That's
then
real.
a sourdough bread bowl, and then they have your basic drink. Your what they offer everywhere. Yeah. So if you're looking for a bread bowl and you want to grab it and go, this is where you're going to go. Okay, and then we're going to leave. We're going to finish off now. We're rounding out our tour at everyone's well-known The Blue Bayou.
Yeah.
So, the Blue Bayou, again, has been a place that I have never eaten.
Okay.
Just because I've never... overall, the menu is one of those where I'm kind of like, and then the pricing is higher. And you're really paying for ambiance, which, to me... it would be worth it. Everybody knows that we love pirates on this podcast.
Absolutely.
And, it'd be worth it to hang out for a while. I did make the comment that I would probably be throwing bread biscuits over to people on the boat and probably get myself into trouble. But, yeah. So they will have, they do have a lunch and dinner offering, and they... I'll go to dinner. There are a couple of subtle differences, but nothing too crazy.
Right.
So they have your same thing. They'll have an hors d'oeuvre. We can get. They have three different items, which are the fried calamari. No, thank you.
Yes, please.
I know you and your calamari. I don't.
I just love fish.
And then a seafood hush puppy. Again, no, thank you. Not for me.
No, thank you. I wouldn't eat that.
A hush puppy, I do like them, but not with seafood.
No, not at all.
Yeah. And then they have a golden beet salad.
Yes, freaking please.
Okay.
I love beets. I have a jar in my fridge. I just open it up and I'll eat it with a fork. I love beets.
Okay. Now we're gonna go into the now we're gonna go into the main menu or main entrees. The big one, which a lot of people go for,
Yep.
is the surf and turf.
Yes.
Jess, how many times have you eaten surf and turf there?
A lot.
Yep.
Because they do their lobster tail quite right.
Yeah. I know you told me that before,
Yeah.
and again, for
And
me
they
and my-
do the steak. Perfect. It's not even a steak. It's a filet mignon.
Oh, that's the king of steaks.
Oh, yeah. And it's long as you just cut the hooves off and give it to me. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Got to be mooing.
Yep. So gross.
Oh, it's so good.
Anyway, so they do, and that is a big whopping $52.
That's pre-AP discount then.
Yeah, but I still do it.
Okay.
Then they have a herb crusted rack of lamb.
Jesus.
Herb crusted rack of lamb
I
again.
couldn't do that.
I've had lamb before, and it was not my favorite thing.
Everything else, though, looks fantastic. So if you could give me the filet mignon with that exact thing, I'd be happy.
Okay.
Yeah, with the mashed potatoes,
Yep.
the veggies, the feta would. I mean, I'd prefer if it's blue cheese if it's on a steak, but
Oh, yeah.
I mean, feta would do. But then the rosemary au jus would be great.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, and then you have a bone-in ribeye.
Yes, please.
Yeah, butter brushed. Oh. Then they'll have catch of the day, whatever their fish is. that they're
Definitely
gonna have.
down.
It could be fish sticks.
Yeah, I'll take them.
Yeah, gonna be
Definitely not.
the Gordon's Fisherman.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna move on to a jambalaya.
No, thank you.
No,
Yeah,
thanks.
no, again, not my thing. They have then moving on from that will be a roasted chicken maçon, which is basically roasted chicken. Yeah.
But au jus.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, au gratin potatoes.
Yeah, au gratin.
Oh, in a roasted shallot demi-glaze. Ooh, man. Sign me up.
That's actually not a bad price for that.
I just love shallots. And I love a glaze. A good demi-glaze. You guys know what I'm having for dinner tonight? A frozen pizza. You guys
Yeah.
are really making this. This is good. It's good.
And then you're going to have at the end there a vegetable pasta.
No, I mean, I would because I do love an egg pasta. I love egg noodles. So that would be good. I'm not a huge creamy pesto kind of sauce person. So if it was more of like a red sauce or a butter sauce, I'd be down. But the pesto, I don't know if I would do it.
Well, for me, I'm very, very, very picky with pesto. So I don't trust it right away.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would kind of have to be like, hey, can I get a taste of your pesto before I order it? I mean, literally.
You're one of those people.
And only with pesto for the most part. And I don't know why. I don't know why, but yeah.
Yeah, no, not me.
All
right, now these are some desserts I can get down on.
Your vanilla bean creme brulee?
Frick yes, man.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. A good creme brulee? Oh.
Best place to get it's in the winery.
Oof.
Wine Country Victoria.
Oof, I'm going to have to get one.
So freaking good.
Yeah.
And the layered chocolate cake,
It sounds good to me,
It
though.
does, but you know what? I mean, I love hazelnut. The whipped cream sounds great. I can do the coffee. It's the macaroon that throws me off.
Oh, I didn't get to that part.
I'm not a macaroon fan.
I don't like macaroons either.
So that, depending on how it's incorporated into the dish, I don't know if I'd like it.
Okay.
All right, and then they will have a kids menu, which is going to be much more abbreviated, and that for the most...
Can you just read the fish one, please? Because that just makes me giggle.
Sustainable fish.
But read what it is.
Served with choice of 2 selections and choice of small, low-fat milk or small Dasani water.
What is sustainable fish?
Is
Is it the fish that they're getting like out of the river?
No.
The
Okay.
rivers of America?
No.
Oh.
So the term
from SeaWorld?
No.
No, from ours. The fish that the Mark Twain run over?
Yeah. Sustainable fish is basically what they're saying is a kind of fish that with fishing it will not negatively impact that population of that kind of fish.
So like tuna?
It could be tuna. Mm-hmm.
I would like to know what kind of fish I'm giving my child.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I'm sure you could ask him, but...
Oh, yeah. And I'm sure at that time you're going to order it, that they would tell you what kind it is. Because that will vary. That is basically saying you will get a variation of fish. So it won't be like a tuna or a salmon or a halibut or anything like that, or trout.
Cod.
It'll be whatever they have.
Yeah, that's what I was, and I'm looking up this type of fish that we had that I want to.
Okay. I have had the mint julep there with the souvenir snow globe.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same as any other mint julep you get there.
Dude,
sheephead.
Huh?
Sheephead. We had, there's a fish, it's called a sheephead.
Okay.
We had it in New Orleans.
Okay.
Freaking the most delicious thing I've ever eaten in my life.
Ooh.
And I'm like, that's something they probably would not serve.
It tastes like chicken?
No. It was so good. Ugly looking thing, though.
Oh, geez, Louise. No, thank you.
The best fish I've ever eaten in my life.
Wow.
It was like their dish, and they're like, oh, yeah, it's a sheephead. We're like, I don't freaking want a sheephead. And she's like, no, it's a fish. So good.
Okay.
It's got teeth.
Okay.
Awesome.
No, but the sustainable fish just made me, I was just curious because, I would not drink a milk with a fish, just so you guys know, in case you were wondering.
Okay.
Thank God.
You're welcome.
The one thing I do want to try beverage-wise would be that Louisiana lemonade.
Oh, yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that is...
Rudy, I can make that for you here.
You don't have a snow globe
then
or
go
a
for it.
glow cube.
Jules has plenty at home.
Does he? Okay.
Minute Maid lemonade,
Sprite,
mango,
raspberry.
and raspberry. Yep.
I could make that for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get on it.
I will.
All right.
So, any tips and thoughts about Blue Bayou?
Save your money.
Ultimately, save your money. That's our thing about that is save your money. But again, if you go like once a year, once every 2 years, and you want to celebrate something, it's kind of worth it. I'm going to say
You're going for the ambiance.
You're going for the ambiance.
You are.
But when Pirates isn't running, don't go.
True.
Don't go. If that attraction's closed, it's not worth it.
No.
It makes it a hell of a lot different when boats aren't going by.
Yep.
And things like that. So no.
And like for example, let's say your reservation is at like 6:00. Try to get there at like 5:30, and talk to the hostess and check in, or who's over there, and say, hey, you know what? Can I get a table at the right by the front by the water? And if you check in early and don't mind waiting, they'll let you do that. I've done that twice, and they said, sure, go ahead, and we can do that. But if you don't ask, they're going to put you in the back, as one of our listeners said. Again, you are paying for the ambiance here. If you want a special time with your family, friends, whatever, it's not the quietest of places. I'll tell you that much, because people are excited to be on Pirates of the Caribbean, and there's the clinking and clanking of the glasses, but it's unlike any other place you're going to go. I can guarantee you that. It is very expensive. We just witnessed here, family of four you're not going to get under. You're probably going to be just south of 200, if not at over 200. Yeah.
If not.
And that's, yeah. But again, it's one of those things. It's to each their own. If you want to celebrate something, by all means do it. The food is not the best, but the ambience probably is the best that you're going to get, as long as Pirates is running.
Yeah, as long as the Pirates is running.
Yeah. All right, so that's going to wrap up our tour of Critter Country and New Orleans Square. The big takeaway for me is I now want to try the pommes frites, and now I want to go get a funnel cake and share it with someone. Those.
There you go.
Yeah. And I'm telling you that they do have different offerings for when Fantasmic is running. They run another cart out there where you can get cinnamon rolls, hot cinnamon rolls, and hot chocolate. And I don't know why it's not on the menu or on the map, but they do that. I've done that a few times, or a couple of times anyways. All right. So that is going to wrap up tonight's show, episode 115. It's long, but thank you so much for joining and sticking with us. Our next episode, number 116, is coming up in a couple weeks. We don't know. We may be doing Adventureland, maybe doing something else, but we will let you know. I want to say happy birthday to the Haunted Mansion, 51 years old today. Again, a game changer in the theme park industry, and it's a classic. It's a beloved attraction for everyone here in the LTP, and everyone we talk about saying it's an essential thing they have to do. Yeah, for sure. And it spawns so much cool merchandise, and it's just one of those things that makes the park special. All right, so listeners, where can people? Oh, sorry, Jess, where can people find more about you?
Let's see. My Instagram is Storybook Jess, and my Snapchat code is somewhere way at the bottom of that. And my Facebook is Jessica Farfan. Our Facebook page is Leaving Today Podcast, 2 words, Leaving Today Podcast. And I don't tweet.
Okay. Udi, for more witty banter, where can people find you?
You can find me on all of my socials, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, all HAXGOALIE, Hacks Goalie. And then you can also find me on my other podcast, The Mando Show. And we were talking, what were we talking about? We were talking about Star Wars Rebels and the Dark Saber, for anybody who doesn't know. Mm-hmm. And we kind of gave a history of the Dark Saber and how it pertains into The Mandalorian. So that is where we are there.
Awesome. All right, you can reach me at info@leavingtodaypodcast.com. That's email. Or checking me out on Instagram at Leaving Today Podcast. Again, if you want to support the show, go to Patreon, which is on our leavingtodaypodcast.com site. Click on the Patreon logo. We've got $5, $3, and $1 tiers. You can do that once a month or one time only, whatever you'd like to do.
And I want to throw it in that we have things going out to our Patreons, and please let us know. Jess,
when you get them.
Yeah, let us know.
Please post pictures and tag us in them on Instagram or Facebook.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. They look really cool. I'm looking at Jess with it, and I like it.
No, it's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm super stoked.
Right on. Okay, thank you.
Hey, who came up with that idea for it?
You?
That was me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but who said it?
You.
Yeah, keep it quiet. It's
okay.
A secret. No.
It's a secret.
It's a secret for our Patreons to get it when they get it. We haven't told you guys what it is.
No.
Because we made you guys wait long enough, and we want to keep it a surprise. So please let us know what you think.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, send it back to me. I'll take it gladly.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much for listening. We hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying healthy. Let us know if we can change the show at all. If we can add anything to it, let us know, and we will do whatever we can. All right, listeners, adventurers out there, we will see you in the park soon.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Disneyland is now ended its normal operating day. We hope you enjoyed your visit to the Magic Kingdom and that the memories you've made will bring you back again soon.
You are out of control. I didn't make those drinks strong enough, but you guys are lagging because I already finished and I'm on my White Claw.
Don't you even. You keep your hands off my Reese's.
Please do not eat my flowers. Booty's going to spank your butt. Somebody take these. How many of these?
Mark.
No.
They're going in the trash.
Mark.
My body's just stiff.
We'll give it a bit.
Yeah, give it a second.
Okay. Woo! Good?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's a 5?
Yeah.
Wow.
Kitty.